think the moral to the story is, y'all remember that from Arrested Development? The moral to the story is, ain't no motherfuckers here unknown to the other people in this room. We all know you and your skill, and that's why you here, and we trust it and love you and got you. Everybody. Yeah. The moral to the story, I love that shit. I'm gonna find that song and play it. Liam, go ahead. Sorry.
We are live, baby. We are on the internet. Facebook Live. Sucks to be quarantined.
Yeah.
Coming at you hot. My name is Liam Paris. I am here with a gaggle of amazing comedians, and it's gonna be a good one. There was some heat just before, but it seems to have dissipated, which I was hoping to get the raw moments that Mark Zuckerberg could see, but not here.
Don't worry, he's looking.
I'll be in Facebook jail tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we all will be, so it's okay. We'll all be in jail together. No, thank you so much for coming out to stand-up comedy Sundays. Sucks to be quarantined. We got a fresh lineup for you, but I'm gonna run through our team beforehand just to introduce you. So first of all, you got your core crew, and we're gonna be running all the logistics. It's me. You got Katanya Mosley, who has been helping me figure all of this out, and I cannot believe I am doing this, but it's all thanks to her. So thank you so much, Kat. We got David Feinberg over here with the stupid hair. No,
all right.
Great hair. How you doing, David?
Feeling chipper, feeling alive, baby. I'm so excited for this shit. I'm standing up at a desk.
Fuck yeah. We got Chris Esperance who's going to be lighting everybody all night. It's going to be a great time. And he looks happy.
You can see me on the chats. I'm happy to be here. You can see me in the chats doing the 1 minute warning and then 3 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll jump to you to point out some other people. We got Lamar Todd running time with, yes, what we need. We got our resident hecklers, Latisse, Cecily Alexandria, Daryl Charles, Seamus Miller, and Betty Smithsonian. A first class order. Woot woot. And who else am I? Oh, we got Finesca here on the team, looking smoked out. I don't know what happened to your camera, but I think it's permanently like that. And then we have our very lovely guest host for the night, who I'm gonna give it away to right after this. Please. She is so funny, and you could see her all around before this, and you can still see her all around virtually. It is Peggy O'Leary, everybody.
What up? How are you doing? Woo, 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 woo. Guys, don't worry about my appearance. I did take a bath, fall asleep in that bath, and then not do my hair. So how are we feeling? How's everybody else's happy Mother's Day Sunday? You decided to host a mic when you might have been drunk in the afternoon talking to Kat. You kill yourself in a bathtub, and it didn't work out. So the show must go on. I got lipstick on. That's all I can say to you guys. That is the most that I can say that I've put into this effort of this Zoom cast. Though it is a gaggle of fun people. It is funny. It's actually the funniest is the white privilege that's happened. I mean, the amount of amazing Black comics that are a part of this crew, and then Liam, hey, I've never met before. I'm glad that.
Peggy, I think you're my mom, actually.
Bitch, I would have fucked you up way younger, okay? You would be not such a pussy if I was your mom. I would have bitch slapped you. Just no, I'm kidding, Liam. It's great. I'm proud of you. It's great. You're pulling a Ryan Foster move. Just get on the coattails of somebody and happen. No, Betty's here too.
I'm prettier than Ryan Foster right now.
What'd you say?
Would you tell me that I'm a prettier comedian than Ryan Foster?
I mean,
no one's prettier than
nobody
Ryan
is prettier than
Foster.
Ryan Foster. I mean,
I would eat gefilte fish off that guy's ass, if you know what I mean. And I'm the biggest lesbian in the scene.
Yeah, Betty, you are like literally when you open up a lesbian book, it's just Betty like, yeah, what's up? I'll be the first one to talk.
Go birds.
Wait, did you just flip the page over and I was next to it? That just sounded like
You're like on the fence of like, you know, tomboy, like maybe you made out with a chick once or twice and you would like beat the shit out of anyone that fucked with me, but you're like, you'll take dick in 5 holes, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Four. I don't think but I'm a lady.
Both ears though. Am I right, Delco?
Oh, fuck yeah. Come on, look at this shit. My ears and my lips are the only thing I got going for me. This whole mask, this new life of masks. I'm just a fucking 5-head. People are just like, who's that fucking old-eyed lesbian? Like, remember the lip? It sucks.
Yeah, that's great. Are you buying dudes online? That's what I heard you saying that earlier.
I wish, if I could. I mean, I've been buying shit online like it's my job. I literally was like, Betty, look how hot she is. I'm about to finger this bitch. I was angry. And I will say this. I was never a tomboy. It's a funny thing. Everybody always thinks that. I was the girliest little girl of all time. Okay. And I love to make out with chicks all the time.
Wow.
But I will suck all of the dicks. At all times. I hope my mom's watching this live.
In between the comics, Peggy, will you get a picture from your like cotillion? What did you have? I forget.
A cotillion? I'm not fucking Southern, you loser. What?
What did you have? A soiree? A naming? A bris? What was your like?
God, you're Jewish. No, we have baptism.
Yeah.
And
we
don't. When you have a communion.
Oh, communion. That's what I meant, not cotillion.
Yeah, but communion is that we can. We're not technically adults in Catholicism, but we can eat the flesh of Jesus. So
is that when you guys put like the big like ballet slipper on your head? Is that like your what's that? It's like a big lace headband. What's that shit?
A veil? Did you just describe a veil?
No.
Wait, is anybody else Catholic or Christian? Can someone help me out? Like,
just incredibly fun to hear.
This is incredibly fun to hear. Who just said that fun heckle?
Daryl.
Daryl,
it's just fun
the
to hear
fucking
someone.
dorkiest heckler of all time.
I'm the dorkiest heckler of all time. Check your glasses out.
Oh man, I wish I had glasses so I could push them up just to tell you ladies how fun it is to watch you people just actually come into yourself.
Yeah, Peggy.
Betty, I'm glad that they allow lesbians on the internet.
It's a new thing. Thank you.
Whatever the fuck you are, I'm proud of you too.
How's
Baltimore? Have you been beaten up yet, Daryl?
Not at all. They're dying in droves out here. It's fun.
Baltimore went soft.
I just enjoy white women having inane arguments on the internet. This is why I get up in the morning.
Your soul.
What do y'all call it? Do you eat the bread?
I mean, I feel like on some level you gotta know some. Is there some sort of cotillion shit I'm missing?
The confirmation is when you drink the wine. That happens as a teenager.
Yeah, you eat a euchar. No, that's not a teenager. A communion?
No, the confirmation, the wine part. The communion's the bread.
Oh yeah, confirmation is like when you're in the eyes of like an adult in the eyes of. But you don't have a veil.
That's when you get your special name.
I got a dress. I
never made it that far.
Oh, I did.
I did the communion, but after that
Yeah, you get a secret Christian name when you get confirmation.
Yeah, mine was Isabel because I really liked Fools. Fools Rush In with Selma Hayek. True story.
Yo, Peggy, your confirmation name was Isabel. That was my Spanish name in high school.
Nice. I wanted it to be Isabel, but Sister Edward Marie, who was my first Spanish teacher, told me because I sounded more Delco than Spanish, I wasn't allowed to have a Spanish name. For the first time, I just had to be Peggy, which is so upsetting when everybody else is like, hey, I'm Margarita, I'm Isabel. It's just like, yo, Peg, shut the fuck up. You're sound shitty in English and in Spanish.
Yo, did you just say Sister Edward?
Yeah, Sister Edward Marie. Oh,
Edward.
Catholics love changing names. and they love when nuns get to have boy names. That's a big thing.
Wow.
I wanted to be a nun. I went to nun camp 4 years in a row.
Wow.
Shout out to my fun.
I imagine Sister O'Leary. Lord.
Yeah. I would have been like, sister, I don't know.
Oh, I like that.
Sister fucks a lot of the priests on accident.
By accident.
Yeah, listen, I would listen. I mean, look, we're riffing here. I just woke up from a bath nap. I don't even know if all of the blood has come back to my body.
Daryl looks angry. He doesn't like to hear. He looks
Me?
angry.
No, I'm just happy. I'm sad
Hey,
that.
I think that was racism because I've never seen Daryl look angry. So that's your own fucking bullshit happening.
I'm just sad that Peggy never got to be a nun. She could have single-handedly kept those priests off the boys.
Oh, you know that's why I love nuns. They've fucking been saying that shit for a while. They were like, I love nuns because they were the original lesbians, but they like lived together, so they just fucked each other. But then the weird priests were like, I have so much pent up weird desires. I'm gonna take it out on these small children. This is a fun stage.
Yeah, this
I've never
started.
lied. This is great.
You guys want to hear about me working in a funeral home on quarantine too?
When did this become an intervention? Jesus fucking Christ.
We wanted you to feel comfortable,
I knew
Betty.
it was coming, Betty. I saw your whole face changing. I saw you. I was like,
Wow.
Betty about to say something. Here we go. Let's stop it right now. Cut.
All right, what did I do wrong? Tell me what I did wrong.
No, nothing. This is great. Keep it rolling.
Happy Mother's Day, Latisse. What'd your kids get you?
Thank you. I love you. Nothing. They got me nothing. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
I got some very beautiful roses. I got
bullshit. I'm over the whole. I love how Father's Day, it's like, take dad to get a steak. Let him have a grill.
My daughter
Let him be a man. And women are like, let's get something that'll die in 2 days, you know?
Well, I did get seafood. We got some nice, beautiful snow crab legs for dinner. That was my treat.
That's nice.
So that's scrumptious. I got some red velvet cupcakes. Anybody want one?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yes.
Fuck yeah. Wait, what was I just? Okay, so this is okay. I love that Anna's face just keeps coming up in the spotlight to me. Zoom comedy is weird. You know what's fun about it? I'm hosting a show and just totally texted my mom, I'm not sleeping. I made it to the show. So
I'm all ears, baby. Working and you're here.
Seamus, I love how I'm not the only one that calls you Seamus Miller. Liam, it's Millar, baby. I learned that the night that I learned that was the same night that I met Ryan Foster. By the way, I am going to find everybody in Philly Commie who's trying to take down me and Ryan's friendship, and I will.
What? Who said that?
Skin you alive.
Who is trying to take down your friendship?
Yo, people be saying he's riding a coattail. I'm riding his. You know how much free coke I get from this boy?
Yeah.
You guys were all dumb to not see a tall, pretty boy who has so much daddy issues. He's more of a woman than I'll ever be. None of you scooped him up. None of you scooped him up. Fuck you guys. Oh. Get to be Molly whenever I want it. It's great. He loves bipolar women. So when I'm having a manic episode, he's the only one who'll talk to me. It's great.
Peggy, I'll say that we are streaming to a lot of people who might not know who Ryan Foster is. In a few words, could you just give us a visual description?
Do you think other people besides Philly Comics are watching this? That's
No.
the funniest thing I've ever heard Liz say in my life. That's so funny. Ryan Foster, you can look him up on Facebook. He's just a tall, pretty white boy that everyone's weirded out that we became friends. And I'm like, I've always wanted to have tall, pretty friends. I'm a white woman. I'm literally the definition of a Karen.
What do you think people are threatened by with your friendship? Why do you think it bothers people so much?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really weird.
weird.
I feel like, you know what it is? I always feel like it's sort of an attack on me. Like, why?
But nobody said anything yet on this Zoom. You brought it up. It's almost like the person to be like, oh, you guys, I'm not a serial killer. It's like, no one fucking asked you if you were.
Oh, sorry. There's just been a lot of beef for the people who are going to be on the show later. So I just am saying it up top.
I've never heard of that, though. That's so weird.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm just not.
Literally, he did a roast and all the roast jokes were about me.
That being said, I'm not a serial killer.
Well, you know what? Yeah, so the roasters are the ones you need to. Are they on the show tonight? Some of the people that roasted.
Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, it's my host set, motherfuckers. You can heckle me, but I'm gonna still be me.
You're fucking funny as shit. I'm glad you're here, Peggy. You're a breath of fresh air.
I'm also so glad I don't have to tell a joke because Kat was at the show. The first time I did stand up last Thursday, I just roasted her and her boyfriend and then tried to get into my pussy versus vagina joke and then just roasted what I didn't know, but was Rachel Fogletto's mom. So it was really
I believe she called Rachel.
Cool, Rachel's mom is cool.
Yes.
She's the best.
I believe that Peggy's words were "you fucking old white cunts." I believe.
Oh, okay. Here's why. Kat, here's why. Listen. All of a sudden I see this what is MJ was the other person, Mary's Rachel's mom. So I see this because this is also why I love Zoom. You can see the person who's fucking ignoring you. So everybody else, you know, it's like a gaggle of fucking PC culture comic fans looking at me and I'm like, they're gonna hate me.
I don't got a PC. I'm on a Mac right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Betty, nobody has time for your shitty puns. Nobody has time.
Just trying to slow your roll.
No, but so all I see is everybody else is paying attention, being really nice as I'm like roasting them. And just these two older white ladies are obviously like on their phones. And I'm like, this what I said was, this is why white women never lift each other up because you're acting like a bunch of old white cunts. Why you guys are in here not supporting me?
Yeah.
Is that on the show?
It was something like we could be out here killing black folks together. Why can't we come together on the
Okay,
inside?
I don't think I
believe.
I did not say
Hell
like
yeah,
that, Kat.
dude.
No,
Fucking
no.
tub takes, baby.
Hell yeah.
Takes from the tub. When I was in a coma
Seamus,
in the tub, this came to me.
Seamus, that's my new solo podcast. Takes from the tub.
Takes from the tub.
Aunt Peggy just getting drunk like, listen, I don't want anyone to die, but if I'm going to do it, it's going to be a race war. Can I at least get some support?
Yeah. Who cares about communion? I came out of the tub a woman, dude. That's what I knew. I fucking made it.
Oh man.
No, he just carried me in that pool because I should have definitely drowned myself. I was pretty drunk.
Wow. God in
There's only
mercy.
one
It is
loofah.
so
Only
weird.
one loofah scrubbing you, dude. I was like,
No, but it's so weird because y'all said that, right? And earlier today, I was literally singing that old song from the commercial. I can bring home the bacon. Y'all remember that? Right up there. And I was like, 'cause I'm a woman. And I was like,
Wait, am I supposed to be seeing if somebody lit me?
It'll be better. I'm gonna try.
Oh, is SB here? SB's our lighter, but he's gone dark.
And he's gone.
Well, then you know what? On that note, I feel like I've taken up much of your time. It was fun. I feel like
No,
we set
you-
this up great.
You still have 10 minutes, Peggy. You're fine.
I'll listen to Peggy do her hour right now. This is the
Come on.
funniest that I've seen in a long time. Keep it going. Peggy's
Is
my
that
fucking...
like a dig on me and a compliment? Like this is the funniest
No.
thing I've seen Peggy be? Because fuck you, Betty. All right.
No, that wasn't. You misheard that, Zoomy Tunes. That was the fucking. I'm saying this is the best stand-up comedy has been via Zoom. Don't make me fucking re-say the compliment, you piece of shit.
I'm kidding. I have problems with this. Also, it's why I probably have not gone anywhere in my career. So a lot of times people are like, you know, your set was going well until you told the guy in the front that you'd murder his family. And then somehow you got annoyed that the audience turned on you. And I was like, well, they weren't laughing the way I wanted them to laugh. And they're like, well, that's not how comedy works, you literal psychopath. Well, here's the thing. I think this is going to be fun the whole night through, but I'm excited because these first few comics, I haven't seen them do a set and or been able to interrupt them and not get like kicked out of a bar. So I'm super excited to bring these motherfuckers up. First up, I'm gonna say this is someone who I never heard. I'm gonna bring everyone up by if I think I've ever heard them try to fight an entire crowd. Most, or if I've seen them, but I love this guy. He hasn't ever attempted to fight a crowd, but I have watched him have what I would call one of the most intense, funny sexual sets I've ever seen, where like you could just see older people being like, I don't know why I'm want to fuck this man, but he's also making me laugh. It was one of the greatest nights of my life. I don't know when it was because time is not a real thing anymore. But I love him and he's great. You guys are gonna love him too. Give it up for Lamar Todd.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, this one right here goes out to all the babies, mamas, mamas. Baby mamas, mamas. Yeah, go like this.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Hi. Hi.
Big Mother's
What's
Day
going
song.
on, y'all? My mom 2 weeks ago had told me how I was conceived. She we was on the phone, just had a deep conversation, whatever, and she's just like, and got to it, she's just like, you know what, you old enough now. I was like, what? And she said, yeah, your sisters had went to choir rehearsal, and me and your daddy just, as soon as they shut that door, we looked at each other and tore each other clothes off. And we was just rolling around on the floor. And then they knocked on the door and said, rehearsal was canceled. Yeah, so yeah, she told me that. Man. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to all the mamas out there, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's denim and pajamas. Both.
That's beautiful.
Going on, man. Both going on there. So yeah, man, preachers can't have fat asses. Like I'm watching trying to get, a blessing, trying to get a good word this morning, man. I'm trying to wake up on the right side, and I saw a fine backside from the front. You can see that ass from the front, you're working with something. And she was preaching the word. She was really giving the gift, but I couldn't pay attention, man. And it's just like, you can't be fine and be a preacher. That's what I discovered. You just gotta be ugly as shit. You gotta have that little extra ass under the underarm. Under the elbow, that elbow ass. You need that to give me the word for me to really believe and find the truth. Same thing with comedians, man. Sometimes, man, like you gotta be funny as shit. Like that lady was a good preacher, man. So I was just like, yeah, you got. I'd have tithed all day long, man. Good thing I logged off for that shit because I almost gave my money up. Why superheroes want so much fucking money? Not superheroes, the fucking villains. The villains, they be asking for all this fucking money and shit. Like, give me a gazillion dollars. I think because they all like doctors and shit. Why are they all doctors too? You know what I mean? Like Dr. Frost or Dr. Freeze or Dr. Evil, Dr. You know what I mean? Dr. Ock. They trying to pay off the student loans. I need $23 billion. That's all they trying to do, man. They ain't even the real villains. The real villains is the real fucking doctors. The actual y'all doctors, they the actual real villains out here. How about some vaginal mesh? Percocets. Vaginal mesh just sound evil. I don't even know what to do. But they be asking me if I got vaginal mesh. I'd be like, I done messed with that. Like, I don't know. Oh man, what was that? Oh, yo man, what else is going on, man? You ever shit so hard you feel like saying grace after you finish? Like, like you just want to thank God, just like, you know, no. It ain't time yet. Damn, I got a lot of time. I am high. I'm pretty high right now, and that's why I'm not sharing this this fucking link. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, man, with that Zoom shit with these fucking kids, man. It's bad enough seeing y'all. I gotta see my students tomorrow just look at me like I ain't shit. And they don't even show their face. They just do that shit that what's the name doing right now? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's disrespectful, man. They don't say shit. And I gotta say a whole lesson. Like I'm bombing like shit to get my lesson every day. Like, and I know when I'm kind of killing it when he's just like, oh, what was that again? Say it again, Mr. Todd. No, I don't get none of that shit. Sad. It's like watching the preachers bomb, man. I watch the preachers bombing their sermons, man. That shit is pitiful, man. He's like, y'all don't hear me. No, we don't hear you.
That's time.
Time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Lamar, that was amazing. Still, anybody else? There's always a hint of sexual, like you want us to know either your parents be fucking or you be fucking. And I really like it. I just feel like you really mastered the Philly. I don't know how to explain it without it sounding weird, but like you always have this like I'm an alpha fuck dude. No.
I feel
and then today, and then I like that on Mother's Day we learned, nah, the whole Todd family is about an alpha fuck dude. Like your parents be fucking while your sisters are at choir. I love that.
Yeah, my dad was a preacher.
I thought there was going to be relevance that she told you. Like in the end, we found out that's how she knew she conceived you because like he got so excited because the girls were walking in, so he came real quick, and she didn't have time.
And she didn't get the grease. I ain't let her go that far. I was like, oh, I would hang the fuck up on her. I was about to hang up already.
And it's like, well,
that shit. Oh,
then you came. Then we got our baby boy.
I caught all the way in. If he was halfway in, then you wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
But thank God. He likes to grab the cheeks and squeeze.
Yeah.
Or else.
Y'all ever catch
your
your
parents? You should be calling your sisters and thanking them for your goddamn fucking self, all right? Because if they didn't walk in and you're sad just fucking me from behind, you would not be here. Zoom into children for a living.
I'm using all this. This is good. All I had was the premise. Thank you.
Only if when you put it on your special, you have to go, this whole part was written by a white woman, just so.
That's special enough.
All right, are we guys ready for our next comic, baby?
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh man, she is the only person in Philly comedy that I would ask for hair tips from. I know she wouldn't fight an audience, but she would have the energy like she could fight them. But then she'd giggle at herself and say, nah, I'm just going to eat a pussy. Shut up. I'm fine. She wouldn't say that, but in my mind, she would. I love her so much. We have very similar energy, and we did fight a lot in my opening set, which I don't know if I could call a set, if not just a loud conversation between two white women. Give it up for the hilarious and wonderful Betty Smithsonian.
Yeah. Peggy, this is great, man. I think you're very fucking funny. I like seeing another strong white woman besides Liam on the show. So that's exciting.
Both my moms.
And
yeah, you actually look like the first man made from two lesbians. So yeah, that makes sense. Liam is definitely looks like Betty somehow gave me cum and I carried him.
All I'm hearing right now is that I'm a special little boy. So, what's the issue?
I think it's sweet. I wish my mustache wouldn't grow as much, I feel like Liam's got the perfect amount of facial hair. Do you know what I fucking did this week, Peggy? I used to be a hairdresser a million years ago.
What?
And yeah. Seriously.
They have lesbian hairdressers? This is crazy.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, it's amazing. I went to beauty school and everything, and Anyway, before I did anything else, but I purchased when quarantine started, because I'm a Jew and I'm hairy and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get my threading, my waxing, I bought a wax pot. And I've had one before, but I mean, it's in my basement, and I waxed my mustache in my basement, and I never felt more alone in my life. You know what I mean?
Why did you put it in your basement? I think
because Lisa's like, because it gets a little messy. She's like, I don't want any of that in the bathroom upstairs. So yeah, I was in the basement, like looking at old pipes. You know what I mean? Just fucking ripping off the Hitler stash.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm also just like, why am I fucking doing this? Why do women have to remove their mustache hair? Do you wax?
I'm very hairless. It's like I have really crazy hair, and then I just have not. I'll like sometimes will. Yeah, no, never mustache.
How about down there?
Oh yeah, I get old. But in this quarantine, I bought an old razor. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, because it's not like I'm fucking anybody.
Wait a second.
I know that's not a razor. Shut up. Okay.
Wait. A razor? Like you bought a razor? Like you didn't have a razor? Or you mean a clipper?
No. I bought like one of those like.
Yeah, like, clipper.
Clippers. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Right on.
I didn't go to beauty school. I'm sorry.
That's
I don't know
fine.
all the lingo.
Nah, thank you for that respect. It is clipper. Right on. Yeah. Anyway, I don't have any jokes. I just want to talk. It's good to see you. I think your lipstick looks great. Your hair looks fucking great.
Really? Thank you.
I mean, for quarantine, you'll see a lot of people get on here and Daryl calls them something. I forget their hair. His statement about the bad hair.
I'm gonna bring it up later. Struggle twist. Do that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What's it called? Wait, I missed it.
The struggle twist.
Struggle twist. Right.
And I feel like some of us are lucky enough to have, as their hair's growing out, it actually looks decent. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is I don't want to when I was a kid, my mom taught me how to shave my legs when I was like 11 or 12 or something. And the next day I shaved my entire body, arms and all. And she was like, you shouldn't shave your arms, just your legs. And I was like, why? And she's like, that's how we do it. I'm like, why not the arms? She couldn't fucking tell me. She couldn't tell me why the mustache. Why?
It is true, because I'm like, so if I had like dark hair on my arms, I would have been fucking doing it left and right. I know, listen, I love Puerto Rican men because there's a lot of them that they act like they're fucking professional swimmers. They're always smooth like a little dolphin. They're like a little package. You just ride that little smooth.
¿Cómo se dice dolphin in Espanol?
I mean, the fact that you think I know any of that. I just like when they talk to me like that. Like,
Awesome. Well, I think that's been my time. I just wanted to chat with Peggy and
Betty, I love you.
Daryl's struggle twist, I fucking love. I love Lamar getting so high, he thinks he's just talking to one person on the mic. That's fucking awesome, man. I love it. Anyway, love you guys.
Cheers to you, Betty.
Seltzer for all, hey?
Hell yeah.
6-1 of the day.
Oh my God. Yo, you're gonna have to have an intervention for seltzers. Your stomach's gonna be crazy.
I hope so. I hope that's how I die. Wouldn't that be great?
I know. I tried to kill myself before this open mic, so I get it.
I'm gonna kill myself right after, if that's okay.
Out of all my attempts, it was the lightest, so you guys should feel good about that. Also, Seamus in the comments goes, "Whip that pussy out, my dude. Go Birds. Die that shit." Kelly Gurney. I mean, Seamus, you are a caricature of your grandma, and I like it. I'm gonna keep this mic going, even though it feels more like I'm having a weird house party where I'm getting drunk and talking to my favorite people for only a short amount of time. So that's great. They're really giving me the hits and getting the fuck out. I love this guy. He and I are probably the closest of everyone that's here. We are both, I think, in Delco. He's quarantined with his baby. He's really double downing on being a dad and dad jokes on the internet. And he's crushing it. His child is adorable. I love him a lot. He's okay. And I think think he's gonna be great. He's the second lesbian we have tonight. Give it up for Jake Matera.
Hey everyone.
Yeah.
They're looking good. Peggy, I missed you.
I missed you. I
Oh,
missed your
man.
baby, even though I've never met him. But
He's going to bed right now. Yeah. Well, hi. I guess I'll tell some jokes real quick. Before I get started, I'd like to take a second to thank the first responders out there. You know, all the real heroes. You know, the doctors, the nurses, the grocery workers, the people who comment to save you a click on a clickbait article. Those are the real heroes right now. The other day, I'm an essential employee at my job, so I've been wearing like mask and gloves and all that stuff. The other day, someone told me to take my mask off because they couldn't understand me. And I was like, I'm sorry, unless you're Ken Jeong, this stays on. All right? That's for the moms. That's a Happy Mother's Day joke. That's okay. That's who that's for. Nobody believes me, but I had quarantine with my family on my vision board, so this is great. I'm very happy right now. I'm losing it. I'm starting to work from home more, which is nice. And I was a little worried about that because I didn't know like how I'd be with my family. You know, like my wife's home, I'm home, my baby's home, and it turns out the only one that snapped was my couch. So I know where my stimulus check is going. To a new couch. It's painful, you know. I've gotten so big over the last 3 months. I think my friend's gonna throw me a baby shower. Hey-o! All right, we're looking for the rim shot. That wasn't there. All right. You know what we did do? We the most exciting thing that happened this quarantine was we got a new area rug. That's the biggest thing that's happened. We're so excited about the area rug. And I feel like that's like the suburban way of getting a tattoo. Because it's like if anyone notices it, we're just going to go into a story of how we got it and why we got it, and nobody's going to ask. In about a year, it's going to be faded. I'm reading the comments, guys. I have feelings. Yeah. And I want to say, do you know how hard it is? Because I've done this before. Online comedy is hard enough, but do you know how hard it is to time out doing comedy and then opening up your oven to pull out?
Yeah!
You know how hard that was?
There it is.
When Peggy was hosting, I was like, I had no idea if I was going to time that right.
Not done.
Thank you, guys. All right, that's all I had.
Always provide.
Oh, Jake, I knew you'd be a prop comic one day. Oh, I knew it. I knew it in high school, baby, before we even knew we were going to be comics. All right. Was that his whole time? That felt really quick.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm I didn't get a light, but I'm pretty sure that was 3 minutes.
That's what it is.
The only light Jake gets is the oven light. Am I right?
Jake, unmute yourself for 1 fucking second. Be a man about it, all right? Listen.
Hey, I gotta take these things off before they burn, okay?
You got to put them back in there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that is a.
I almost just grabbed it with my bare hand. How great would that have been? Now look, they've been sitting, so now they're starting to look good.
Oh.
See?
Nah, they need a couple more minutes.
They are not ready. What the fuck?
Come on.
You trying to fucking eat raw egg, Jake? Put those back in.
Yeah, I mean, also anybody, I'm fine with doing just eating the dough or eating a whole cookie. They're like eating a half-baked cookie is just the saddest fat guy move of all time.
Listen, it's not. It's
either be impatient or. Now on, Jake, when you get lit, I just want a kitchen timer to go off every time. There's no lighting for Jake. It's just a kitchen timer.
In my head, it does.
Yeah, just like you'll be able to eat in 1 minute, Jake. 1 minute. Oh man, Jake, I love you so much. I wish you weren't such a pussy and could just chat with me. And you had to actually do jokes, but that's fine. I'm actually, you're the bravest person I've ever met. You just,
oh God,
you did your jokes.
Stop it.
Well, you are wonderful. I love you. If anybody doesn't know this, Jake and I went to high school together, graduated, and with his wife. So no big deal. I've known him the longest, and he hates me the most. So that's why he didn't want to talk.
Not true.
That's why he's the only one who knows things about me probably in this group, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not bantering with that whore." She was basically a fucking psychopath in high school. Now she's some sort of raging cunt.
Peggy, every time I see you, an oven timer goes off in my head.
Ding. She does.
But you did stage crew. That's dorkier than being a dude that just made cookies on.
I did it because Shell was on stage crew. I was, that was my move. All right, nobody needs to know.
Nobody's know. I'm gonna keep this going. This is our first mom, and I feel like this was bullshit. Whoever made this lineup, because it's Mother's Day. This bitch should have come in and out and been able to go fucking, I don't know, do whatever the fuck she wants. Kill herself in the bathtub. Right, if I was a mom, that's what I'd be doing. Because I'm not a mom, and that's what I wanted to do tonight. So I love her a lot. She's wonderful. I don't know why I'm screaming. This is exactly, I feel like I'm learning about my stand-up through these movies.
Yeah.
I scream a lot into the mic and people are like, you don't need to get louder. And I'm like, I was a cheerleader for too long. I love her a lot. Before we started the live, I actually offended her as a joke. There were people in the group who don't know me that well. I think they took it seriously. Peace was actually mad at me, but she wasn't. And if she was, because I fucking love her. She's a goddamn goddess. She's wonderful. I will say she's got, and this is weird to say, but she's a mom and might love it. Best hips and legs in the game. Love it. Yeah. She always has thick jackets and tight ass jeans, and I'm like, Mom will be rocking it out. I'm like, this is gonna get weirder and weirder as I get drunker and drunker. I love this.
Peggy, you're right.
So
I mean, the only reason I bring cocoa butter to the computer because of you, Latisse, because I can't be out here dry with you so dewy.
Oh man, I actually wish I had a black nanny right now to rub cocoa butter on me because I am psoriasis the fuck up right now.
I also keep lotion at my desk.
Got me blushing about that intro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Let them know,
Daryl.
We've been keeping lotion at our desk.
Wait, I missed that. What happened? I
said me and Daryl been keeping lotion at our desk.
Say what? I got shea butter over here.
Got Lamar.
Keep it natural.
Water be beating off of it.
Keep it natural. All right, I am supposed to be doing something now, right? Am I?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All you, baby.
Again, thank you. You guys are amazing. Love popping into the Sucks to Be Quarantined open mic every Sunday. It's a thing. It's the thing now. We have to do it. So, well, we don't have to. I choose to. So, anywho, I didn't think that I would be really comfortable with doing these Zoom shows or Zoom mics or these meetings, and I finally figured it out. I am rocking. Now all my shirts have been cut right under the bust. I'm literally naked from the tits down. It is just, I'm so comfortable right now.
Latisse, you're the Winnie the Pooh it. You're Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly, but a little higher. Right under, right above the midriff. That's where my shirts are ending right now. Because that's what we need to do, because all we're doing is sitting in Zoom meetings and shows. And this is amazing. I look forward to this every Sunday. Thank you, Kat and crew. So I'm getting used to the Zoom wardrobe that I've made for myself. It was Mother's Day. It still is Mother's Day. I am a mom. I'm actually a mother of 3. My oldest is 28, if you didn't know. The middle is 13, and the baby is 5, y'all.
Wow.
I know. See, that is the proper response. Thank you very much. Because I remember how the first 2 got here. I don't remember how this last one got in, y'all. I just don't.
This is Lamar's parents.
Lamar wants you to tell him slowly.
Actually, Lamar, can you bring your parents on so they can hear this story slowly? I think they'll be able to get it in tonight.
Yeah, probably. All right. Where was I? Yeah. So I realized though that I am more essential than I actually want to be during this quarantine time. I didn't realize, that you had to be the 24-hour parent. I'm more like the 9 to 5 parent. I'm used to clocking out at 5. These kids are still here and they're asking me for dinner at 7. And I'm like, why are you here? I still have to feed you. Oh, okay. All right. They didn't say I would have to do that. I'd rather, for the most part, be out on stage or sitting at a bar drinking Tito's and pineapple, baby. This quarantine is teaching everybody a lot. I do wholeheartely agree in that we're all learning, we're all going through changes, and I'm trying to see. And I feel like I'm sorry because I'm like literally I'm watching Betty in the comments on the Facebook feed.
I was just saying if we had to like match up anyone with a sponsor out there, like I think yours would be Tito's. I think O'Leary would definitely be like
Tully.
What is it?
Yeah, we all have our things.
Yeah.
That's
I think
right.
Daryl would be
people do know me most for Tito's.
Yeah,
and my occasional Riesling wine. Okay. That's so I'm just gonna say this and then I'm out. And actually I don't know what I was gonna say, so I'm gonna give the time back to the room.
Hey, Letice.
Yeah.
Wait, Letice, what did you get for Mother's Day? I know you got flowers, but I'm saying, like, did they make you special? Like, did they leave
nothing really? I got the oldest treated me to a seafood dinner. Yay! We went and picked up food, snow crab legs, all the good stuff.
Nice.
So we're like drunk on mimosas, and I got red velvet cupcakes and some beautiful cards. That's about it.
That's nice though.
Yeah, it's sweet. I mean, I don't really ask for anything, which is
Well, can I ask a question? Have you been having to do like homeschooling for your children and that stuff?
The what?
Have you done like the homeschooling, like Zoom classes? Have you been helping your kids?
They were there. Not really. The 13-year-old, see, their school was already on the online system already. So they already knew, like they had their Chromebooks, they had the Google Classroom. So everybody just switched right over immediately. So so I have a middle schooler, and then the 5-year-old, he's still in preschool. He doesn't start kindergarten until September. So but we've been doing like activities throughout the day. It's frustrating. I applaud every teacher that teaches our children every day, 24 hours a day. That's crazy time. And there's like 30 kids in a class. It's a lot. I don't know how they do it. Because if I had 35-year-olds that I had to watch, wouldn't work.
I can't even handle 30-year-olds who are sad comics right now. So, imagine if I could teach you guys something.
It's not that
All right, Letice, I love you. I'm gonna keep
Love
this
you
show
too.
going because I think I'm making it longer. That was Jake's whole cookie joke. I love this next guy. I haven't seen him in a while. He just popped up for a second, and I think he has weird hair. I'm not sure, but I can't wait to talk to him about it. Is it blue or some shit? Also, never forget his last name. I love him to death. He's wonderful. He's hilarious. I think he's still in New York, or did you move back to Philly while the quarantine? Give it up for Christian Montague.
Manuel.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Stuff like
Yo, it's blue.
It's
Peggy.
blue?
Yeah. It's fading now and it's kind of aquamarine-ish and I don't like it as much, but I'll dye it again. Yeah.
I like it. And I like that your glasses match your baseball shirt.
Thank you.
It's always fun when a guy who never played baseball wears a baseball shirt.
I just think it's like I need more long sleeve shirts, but yeah.
No, I know. I'm kidding. All right. I love you. Have a great set.
Thank you. Daryl, I really connect with that struggle curls thing because that's all I'm doing is just curling my hair. But the thing is, I never knew that I had curly hair. My dad would always just like buzz cut my hair every time for like 18 straight years, like he was working a backdoor deal with the army, you know? And so I never knew the complexity of my hair until now. And I really do like just hover my hand over my hair and see all the valleys and, you know, the mountain ranges. Sometimes I'll like poke it all together and be like, here are the Himalayas, you know? This is the desert in the back. I don't know. Okay.
Naps are your heritage, man.
Yes. All right. I went to a liquor store today and I paid in card and then the machine asked for my signature. And I really had a moment, like 2 seconds where I looked at the machine and saw my own reflection in the machine and was like, what is this machine asking of me? My signature? What's that? I don't know what my signature is. Am I a clone? What? It's been so long since anyone has needed my confirmation of anything. You know what I mean? It was just took those 2 seconds for me to be like, why am I important? You know? Am I gonna become a math teacher after all this? You know, I don't like peanut butter. I don't like coffee. You know, I've been a math teacher my whole life. You know, I've always had, I know what's best for you energy my whole life. And I think I should just do it, you know? I don't understand why people hate math, you know, when it's like math is everything. You know what I mean? Like if you just look at this bottle, someone had to like think of a way to, I love that I'm talking about math and I'm seeing literally people people have left their screens. It's fun. Someone had to think of the equation to figure out this shape. Do you know what I mean? Like math is God. Yeah, and sine and cosine curves
because of that.
God's working. You know, like you know what I mean? It's so fun. That's how I describe ladies sometimes. You know, you just see one walk by and you're like, whew, it's a nice sine curve there. You know, it's very good.
Christian, I don't think people stopped listening to you because of math. It was because you literally thought making a candle had something to do with people figuring out math equations. Pretty sure we use math equations for more intense.
It does. Everything is that. Sorry, I explained it wrong. But everything is a math equation. You know what I mean? Like someone had to figure out the shape of this, and that's a curve.
Yeah, like how your shirt and glasses and hair don't match equals Christian.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
I just don't. I think everyone has. Yeah. Let's see. Nah, the math joke's not gonna work.
No, do it. I want you to do it.
No. It's like I just think people are introduced to math the wrong way. You know, we're just solving problems about trains, and who gives a shit? It's like let's solve things about like what is the probability that bowling pins are just constantly looking at each other's butts? You know, that's a fun thing. That's a good way. I think it's like the problems. I think people will just get too stuck on, I don't give a fuck about trains. And if you took like, what's the tangent of Beyonce's Check Up On It video? Do you know what I mean? If you really had to like look at that video and look at the oscillations of her butt, maybe people would care more about math that way. I don't know. Okay.
All right, Christian, I think you might be being lit right now.
All right.
Wait, no, don't go away. I made it weird.
I got one more minute.
I don't know.
I think it's
Hi.
Yay!
That was great. I love you. You were wonderful. Are you in New York?
No, I'm in South Jersey right now.
So you left New York and you're in South Jersey. Good for you. I'm glad.
Yeah. I jumped ship.
Did we do the hair pre-quarantine or was this like a meltdown?
This was like a month ago, yeah. And it was like, no one's gonna hire me for like 3 months. Who cares?
Yeah, I love it. It's great. How you feeling? Are you quarantined by yourself?
No, I escaped to Amanda's parents. I was Amanda Taylor's, my girlfriend. Yeah. So I'm with them, and it's nice. Just like in the pastures and watching the spring.
I would have texted Amanda to fuck you more so you can stop doing these math jokes. All right, I love you. You are wonderful. Just kidding. That was a joke. I'm sorry. You're the only one that's taking any of this personally, and it's upset. There's a lag.
I'm just trying to make math funny.
All right, cool. I can't wait till you're a math teacher.
You and so many TED Talks.
It's good to see you. Tell Amanda I said hi. Are we excited for this next comic? Because I am.
Yeah.
She runs. She is the Hitler of the Philadelphia Comedy Network on Facebook. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was... Guys, listen, when you guys don't have fun with me, I'm going to get meaner or I'm going to kill myself. Either way, I'm going to be back in the bathroom. No, she's wonderful. I love her. I think she's fucking maybe the furthest one because she's all the way in LA still, I'm pretty sure. I love her. She's wonderful. Mostly I would say we've only met a handful of times in real life, but on the internet, she will crack a Facebook group in order and tell you where to go to an open mic in a city she doesn't even live in anymore. And that's a crazy thing to do. I love her. Give it up for Nicole Yates.
Yay!
Hey, yeah, Peg. I think I spent like more time in your family's funeral home than I have actually talking to you. So
I'm there right now. So
nice.
When I take a 5-minute morgue break, I'll show you some bodies. No big deal.
There you go. So I don't know about you guys, but I've decided to take a break from waxing during the pandemic. I'm just waiting for my roommate to see how long it was going to take him to let me, before he offers to let me borrow his beard trimmer. So we'll see how that goes. We've officially watched everything on Netflix, you guys. We watched everything. So now we're down to playing strip Scrabble. Yeah, which is great because he's dyslexic. So it's good for me. Yeah.
I like him. That's me, baby.
You know him, so.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, cool. No big deal, guys. I know people in LA besides Nicole. So
yeah. That's right. Just one other person, 2 other people. Anyway, so you guys, I had to move. Recently because I was living with crazy people and I had to get away from them. It was basically one person, one little tiny little girl that was on the lease with her little girlfriend, and they were attached at the taint. Could not get away from these people. They were the worst. Imagine 2 popsicle sticks. One's a blonde and one's a brunette. And all they do is just scream at each other in the same octave. So it sounds like one 14-year-old girl just screaming at herself all day long. And then they would compete in competitive door slamming competition. So it was a good time. They were doing weird passive aggressive things to try to get me and my roommate Anna to move out, including showering with the door open, which I thought was really hilarious. Me and Anna would sit on the sofa and just laugh and laugh and laugh about that because they thought they were trying something and we didn't give a shit. So one day we're sitting on the sofa and she looks at me and she's like, we should do something to like kind of make them feel uncomfortable. And I was like, you know, one of these days I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to brush my teeth. I'm just going to start brushing my teeth while they're soaping up with their big wet Broadway show. And I'm just going to start brushing. It's gonna be great. It'd be a good time to buy a water pick. I think it would be great. And before I tell the rest of this story, I just have to tell you 2 things about Anna. 1, she's awesome, and you'll see her in a little bit. And 2, she's got an evil streak in her that matches mine. And at this point, it was lighting up like the bat signal. She looks at me and she's like, "Hey, I think you should shower with the door open." And I was like, "You know what? I'm going to shower with the door open. I'm going to shower with the curtain open. I'm going to walk out of that tub, out of that bathroom, into that living room, and I'm just going to towel off with the dish towel. That's what I'm going to do." Right? You want to see a cautionary tale of what happens when you eat too much Pizza Hut? There you go. We'll see it. It really, guys, it only took 2 times for me to shower with the door open before they shut the door. And it just means that 2 things. It means that is all burned into their head. And then I win, and really that's all that counts. So, I see it's time. Okay.
That was great. I gotta give it up for you. You were the only one to actually just fucking do their jokes. And
yeah.
Also, I can't believe they didn't just shit in front of you. Like, I don't even like porn. I don't like porn, but if a couple was showering and that was the way to get me to like move out, I'd be like, dude, just fucking drop a deuce. Why are you guys doing something sexy?
Dude, they would clog the toilet like men and then just like leave it there.
This is why people, yeah, okay, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
Gone though, right? I want to hear. Also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gone. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. I love it. This has been fun. I don't know why all of a sudden Brandon Mitchell's bedroom is being shown to me, but cool. Nicole, thank you for stopping by. You're wonderful. Thanks for running Philly Comedy Network group. I wish you did have more of a policing situation for the improv people who haven't done stand-up in 15 years.
It is definitely.
You're an inclusive person. Sorry, wait, say that again.
It's a weird thing for me to do. People keep asking me why I still do it, and I really don't know.
You're a mom, maybe that was your baby. Okay.
No, I think I'm.
Mother's Day. Thank you for policing and letting us know when improv shows are that nobody gives a fuck about, and open most of us get a mom at. I believed in Philly comedy before the rest of us did. I gotta keep this going. I'm so long. I'm the worst host ever. I'm sorry, Kat.
Killing it.
I gotta bring the next person up. He's not technically from Philly, but he's claimed Philly as his own because he's from Lancaster. And when you thought Black people couldn't go to Lancaster, you need this motherfucker. He's wonderful. I hate his fucking shirtless, weird cardboard sign Instagram posts that are usually hateful towards women, but I do love his stand-up. It's a weird combo. I gotta be honest. He hates women for some reason, but he's always been nice to me in person. Give it up for the hilarious Alan Massenberg.
Okay. I love women. I want to get that out. I want to get that out the way. And Peggy said I've been nice to her every time she's seen me, so I'm not sure where she gets that idea from.
Your signs, the signs.
For my comedy.
No, your signs on Instagram. You do those weird signs.
Those funny signs.
Yeah, they're usually hateful towards women.
Or find one, send it to me, and we can talk about it. But I got plenty that went viral without being hateful towards women.
Oh my God, these were jokes. Don't you come at
those were jokes. You came at me for real. What you talking about?
No, I didn't.
He's hateful towards women. Here he goes. What do you mean? I love women. I'm raising 2 young ladies. Come on, man, don't do that.
Alan, I was totally joking. You weren't here earlier. I was also being hateful to myself and Betty and everybody.
It's true. She hates everybody.
That doesn't make it okay.
On the virtual mic until now.
That's cool. I still get 3 minutes. I still got 3 minutes.
I didn't.
Having a great time.
No, yeah, give him more time. Sorry, that was my fault. I didn't mean to be hateful towards Alan.
The first joke that I had planned, I was going to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially the moms that mess their kids' names up, like my mom does. My grandmom, she never could get our names right. She used to call us all Monkey, and if you didn't answer to Monkey, you got in trouble. Okay. You don't know pain. It's like getting a beating from somebody calling you the wrong name. Okay, it's like it's my fault. All right, for real, man. My grandma used to beat me all the time. Like one time, I ain't gonna even lie to you, she beat me with a wet mop. You know what I mean? I never forget that. I was mopping the floor. She ain't like the way I was mopping. She took a mop from me, beat me with it. One time, man, my grandma beat me with a TV. Yeah, like I never forget that. It was like a little handheld TV, and she wanted me to get it from upstairs. And I was carrying it down the steps, and I accidentally tripped over the cord, and I fell, and I broke the TV. And she thought I did it on purpose, so she picked the TV up and hit me with it. Yeah, so I got beat with my own TV that I ended up breaking. This is good. I meditated the other day. I meditated on YouTube. I don't know if that counts. I was listening to Deepak Chopra. I was meditating, and there was commercials because we ain't pay for the YouTube Premium. You know what I mean? So I was trying namaste, and every 2 minutes somebody trying to sell me a new car. You know what I mean? So that didn't work out too well. Shit, I was getting notifications. I was getting email notifications from Expedia while I'm trying to meditate. Okay, talking about something. We gonna send you some money if you come travel because there's nobody traveling right here. Can't even meditate in peace. The government is paying for my habits. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? They pay for my weed habits. They pay for some people coke habits too. I'm pretty sure. People alcoholic habits. It's like being on unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. When I was on unemployment, I used to say that to people before I went on stage. I'd be like, I want to thank everybody for contributing to for my weed stash. I appreciate that. Now, one more thing too before I go, because I want to say one more thing. You know that you in the argument, right? The other day I was in an argument with my girl, right? And she ordered some takeout, and I wasn't sure if she was going to get me something. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like that's when I knew, like, if she don't get me no takeout, this relationship over. But then I went to the bag, right? I went to the bag, and it was a platter, a drunken noodle platter from a Thai place, and I almost cried, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. So look, I'm telling you, if them drunken noodles wasn't there, I'd be mad as shit right now. I want to say thank y'all, and I love you too, Peggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you didn't know I was joking.
No, I don't want y'all out here making up. Y'all, Sucks to Be Quarantined about to blow up over this beef, y'all. Alan gonna get shot over this beef, y'all. I can't wait. We about to go viral. Y'all better not make up out here on Mother's Day.
I'm not, Alan. I will find a few posts where you talk about girls being like, girls,
yeah,
lean in.
I was thinking men need
the thing. For every post I talk about women, I have the same post talking about men. Everybody
doesn't mean
gets
you're not.
Everybody
lean in, Peggy. Lean in.
Everybody gets
that book was terrible.
Lean in.
Alan about to lose his freedom over this
everybody.
Get in there, Peg.
I'm the biggest fucking idiot of all time. But you did have that eyebrow joke a year ago that I was like, why are you coming at us women just trying to look hot somewhere?
Y'all pray for Alan. Y'all, Peggy, Emmett Till and Alan out here. Y'all letting this happen on Sucks to Be Quarantined.
I made the nicest, most wholesome Fergie's mic into a fucking.
Love it.
I'm airing out all my fucking beefs.
Alan, you safe. Alan, we all witnessed this, okay, Alan?
Yeah, we here. We all here. But listen, everybody get it. Women get it. Men get it. That don't mean I'm a misogynist. Cut that shit out.
I didn't say misogynist.
Truth needs no defense. That's what I say. Truth needs no defense.
Also, nobody needs. No. First of all, I love that you think I know what the word misogynist means. You don't know me. That's like when people are like, are you a feminist? I'm like, I'm a lady, so maybe. It makes me sound smarter. Which shit can I suck first? All right, are we ready for our next topic? Alan, I love you. Please don't give me this fucking lean back R&B white wall shape.
Don't try to negotiate with him.
I love you too.
Looking good with that fucking R&B. You fucking, I like it.
He
love y'all too.
Letting the girls do your hair.
Alan has always been an attractive man, but never more than now with that serious face, yo. I feel so rejected by Alan's face. I'm gonna come to Lancaster looking for that face, yo.
I'm out.
I'm out there.
Okay.
Man, I got it. I love this. I am coming out of quarantine with the most beefs in Philly comedy. This is fucking. I didn't even know this was going to be my goal, but I'm doing all the Zoom mics and I'm fucking taking people down that I don't mean to take down because I love them. But speaking of, I got to bring the next person up. I've known him before I moved to Philly. I met him when I started comedy in New York. Wonderful. He has been talking about being.
Oh, wait, no, Peggy, I'm sorry.
What?
Peggy, I gotta stop you. No, we have somebody else. Somebody else. Yeah.
Did I fuck up?
No, you did not. You did not. I have more friends than everybody else on my crew, so not everybody could get the crew's messages. I'm special, y'all. Laugh at that shit. I'm going to Gridview. So we do have a special guest here tonight, all the way from Jersey City. Sorry to interject, Peggy. Y'all, welcome to the spotlight. The very funny Lauren Rosenberg.
What?
Wow.
Fuck that.
Seriously.
Wait, Lauren go away. I want to give my own fucking Lauren intro. Fuck
do
you.
It, girl. Do it.
Yo. Coming all the way. Jersey City. Feeling like a little Hitler youth who's having a good time being a Jew. No, I love this person so much. I think one time we met and we just complained for a while, just like I love. If I could roast you better, if you made signs that hated on women, I would be schooling you right now. No, I'm kidding. Lauren Rosenberg, I fucking love you. I'm glad you're here.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Guys, 2 introductions, not just one. And I am about to let every one of you fuckers down. No, listen, I got to tell you something. Alan Signs, I had a personal experience with it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. He put a sign up this past week that said, "You ugly if you get a haircut in quarantine." And, you know, listen, I really had to battle my self-image for about a week, okay? Because I got my haircut. I'm just going to admit that. If everybody fucking hates me right now because I got my haircut in the safest way possible, and by the way, I'm single in quarantine and only my dog can catch anything from me, you can take it up with me. But yeah, so Alan, you know, feeling a little ugly, but I don't know if that's anti-women. I don't know if I'm like ready to take it there. Hey, look, happy Mother's Day to everybody, guys. I drove to Philly today to see my parents, and actually it was pretty intimate in the garage. We did not get to leave the garage at all. Esther, my mother, is directing more than ever. And what I have found is my dad, in related news, is losing his hearing at a more rapid rate than ever before. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun at the Rosenbergs. And you know, they came home. They just came home from Florida. And the reason they came home, Esther said they had doctor's appointments. So they came home and they proceeded to have those doctor's appointments through telemedicine. Is anybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
They could have done that from, I think they could have done that from Florida. I don't know. I'm a Gen X, so maybe I'm missing something about the internet, but you know, I thought they could do that from Florida. So, you know, listen, I mean, everybody's making their own rules. I get it. And I have to respect the way my mom was. She didn't want to increase her risk, you know, before her haircut tomorrow. So it is what it is. We're out here and we're doing our best. I don't know how much time I have left. Oh, I do. I have 1 minute. Guys, we're all coping in our own way. What I can share with you is that I am still managing to make enemies, even though I'm in quarantine.
Me too, obviously.
What's that?
I said, obviously, me too. So we're right there with you, girl.
Yeah, Peggy, I'm starting a support group right after this. And you know how I know I'm making enemies is because the surgical mask doesn't cover the curse finger. And getting a lot of birds, guys. I don't know what to do with 1 minute. I think I'm done. So sayonara. Good to see you guys.
Hey. So
yeah.
You're quarantined by yourself, but you still go to visit your mom and dad sometimes?
No, legit. They just came home from Florida and I just wanted to cheer them. I wanted to cheer them up and fall on the sword, you know, because it definitely took me down. It was not a fun experience. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know everybody's out here like, I got to see my parents through the window. Like, it's not that fun, you know, especially because like, I don't know how interested anybody is in this, but like, I have a very, very high anxiety mother. You know, she's Jewish and like very, very, very Jewish. So anyway, yeah, it's fun.
Thanks for stopping by. That was so fun.
Thanks for having me.
You look
Thank
great.
you, Lauren.
So I'm gonna keep going. I already started this intro and I feel bad, but I gotta say I love him a lot. One of my favorites. One of his shows, Weeding Up a Stones. I mean, am I stoned? I'm not. Somehow I fucked that sentence up. Daryl, don't unmute yourself and not say something nasty to me. Come on.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay, it now feels like I'm being hurtful to people's feelings. I feel like I need to
You're
stop.
not gonna drag down 2 black men with this victim shit. Come on now.
I mean, listen, I'm getting roasted in the Facebook comments by somebody talking
Hey,
about
come on now.
complaining.
I like going outside at night. Don't fuck this up.
I love this next person. Thank God he plays on my team. He's white, motherfuckers. No, I think I'm not gonna be able to do comedy after this. Eric, I wish Eric could just. Eric, can you be my hype man so that it doesn't seem like people actually think I'm racist? But I'm slowly just. I keep forgetting it's on Facebook Live.
More beef. Pussy O'Leary.
Listen, Pussy O'Leary is over here just trying to have a good time. Ass motherfucker. I love him so much. Give it up for Alex Gruba.
Hello. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's great to see you all. Yeah, man, I got so many intros. I don't know. I got that first one. It was like, this guy, I met him in New York. He goes weeding out the stone. Then Kat interrupted. It was like, this next comic lives in Jersey City. I was like, wait, is it me again? Is it still? I thought Daryl was going to jump in like, no, we're bumping him for a guy who grew up in Boston. I was like, wait, I think that's me. And then Peggy, you were like, yeah, he's on my team. He's white. I was like, ooh, fuck, I hope it's not me. I hope I'm not any of these 4 people that are getting introduced. I'm joining the band, guys. I'm tapping it. I'm picking it up. I'm going to be a front man, but I might just be playing the tambourine or something. I don't know. Sometimes I wish that I didn't, become a comedian and I just forced my friends in high school to stick with the band for 30 years. You know what I mean? I wish I just ruined their lives. I think it would have been fun. I don't know. I'm having a tough time, guys. I'm not doing anything. I'm drinking more coffee than ever before. I'm turning into a thermos. It's fucked up. It's not working out for me. I don't know. I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I'm working on my skills for the apocalypse, but mostly I'm just working on cooking. You know, what do I think is going to happen? Armageddon's going to happen. I'm going to open a restaurant. Oh yeah. Post-apocalyptic shelter. Welcome to the bomb shelter. Hell yeah. I don't know. 9 out of 10 fail, but I feel pretty confident about my restaurant for sure. I don't know. It's been weird. I'm fucking watching the news all the time. Everybody's fucking, I don't know. Everybody, like, seagulls are eating rats now. That's pretty badass. I mean, that's pretty cool. Seagulls have started eating rats because all the restaurants are closed. I don't know. Throw one in an action movie. That's fucking cool. Guy Fieri's helping out restaurant workers. He raised $20 million. What a guy. I mean, he's the guy. He's great. He makes fucking Emeril Lagasse look like Mario Batali. What a piece of shit. It's pretty great. I don't know. I just keep reading the news. I blame all the conspiracy theorists for all the fucking political diversion that's gone on forever, you know? Conspiracy theorists were like, oh, the moon landing was fake. And like the government was like, nah, we fucking went to the moon. If we were going to fake the moon landing, we would have been there in 55, you know? But I think it just gave them all the confidence. Like now they just do whatever, they lie, they commit. And conspiracy theorists are like, yeah, we know the truth. And the government's like, yeah, what did you fucking do about the moon landing? Nothing. We're getting away with it. I don't know. It's a weird time to be alive, but it's a normal time to be dead. So we can all take something of that. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm Alex.
Alex, I love you. That was amazing.
You're amazing.
No, I'm slowly getting haters. This is great. I thought it would only be like I'm working at my parents' funeral home and I'm the only one that's the secretary that'll come in. So they just have to deal with me. So I'm just getting a lot of shit from my family. But now I'm getting called out being a drunk. I'm like, come on, roast me with something hot and fresh. Everybody knows I'm a drunk. I literally took shots of whiskey the other day because my sister started yelling. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I just started chugging whiskey. I think it was 11 a.m. Do you guys have a morgue next to you where you're fucking? Where are you live streaming this and calling shit on me? Is it next to like a bunch of dead bodies that you like process their death certificate? And you know what? On a death certificate, it doesn't say single, it says never married. So while you're doing it, you think about yourself. You think about the girl who's going to take this job over and process your death certificate. And you're going to be like, this bitch was an aunt. That's it. Alex, your set was great. I'm going to bring up our next comic. I am having fun. I'm really, truly just being silly, but I think everyone's taking me seriously. That's fine. Just call me Karen. It's fine. Give it up for this next person. I love her. She's great. She's everywhere. I don't know her that well, actually. Obviously, I don't know her that well, but I do like her a lot. I've seen her a bunch. She doesn't know me personally, but I like her. Cecily Alexandra.
Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this down. So cool. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me. I have a trophy for Peggy. Here you go. That's just my one trophy for white people. So it's a little baby one. My mom told me to be nice to white people. And
why? You suck.
Yeah, I don't know. I really just came here to yell at white people today. Read a book. Do you guys read? Ever read a book before? It's like this thing that they teach you in elementary school. And so, yeah. No, seriously, I came here to tell you to read a book. Ooh, this one. Does it show up the right way on your side?
Yeah.
No. Okay. What? Black people have money sometimes? What? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe save this one for later. And read my book. Yeah. That's a book. It's on Amazon. Yeah, I really didn't prepare much. I didn't prepare at all because I don't comedy. It's a thing. But yeah, that's all. That's really all I have to say. Read a book, white people. I mean, everybody should read, but books.
Wait, what's the third one?
What?
Yay!
Wait.
I can't hear.
Wait, no, what's the third one? You were going to show us a third one. I want to know what that one is. I got to be honest. I don't read very well because I'm dyslexic. Oh, no, your book. Yeah. Oh, no, I thought there was a fourth one then. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, there's plenty of other books to read. You know, Black people write as well. So there's a lot. There's a whole section in the bookstore, if we ever get to go to those, that has African American, books there. So that's a thing. But yeah, thanks for having me. And
wait, what is the trophy for? For me just being white?
Yeah, just.
Oh my God. I needed one trophy in my life. I thought just being white, I got one. I didn't know I needed one from a Black. This actually I feel like I stole something from you. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's functional. That's a very functional feeling. That's great. That means there's hope. That's great.
I hope I feel like I feel like here it goes, listen. I fucked up. I obviously done fucked up. I'm sorry. If the thought that you thought that I think that I am, if you think I read better than anybody or don't read better, but I do. I listen to audiobooks because I'm dyslexic.
Peggy, I love that you're upset because you feel accused of reading.
Oh no. Come on.
I've never read my fucking life.
I'm not offended. I just don't know you that well, so I just want to make sure we're good.
I don't think I read.
Yeah, I really do tell people to read, so it's not.
I know.
Specific to you,
Wait, I'm not all the white people you've ever met?
I mean, a little bit.
You're not my one white person.
Man, I wish.
Oh man, I think I'm so glad comedy's canceled because I'm definitely done after today. Leslie, I love you. We've never really met in person, but I've seen your sets a bunch and I love you. And I actually am going to read those books because I'm not going to lie. Without doing stand-up, I read a lot during quarantine. And by read, I mean listen, because I'm dumb. All right, are we ready for some more comedy? I'm pretty sure I just noticed that he has his nails painted black, which is upsetting because nobody gets their nails painted. So this means this man just decided to paint his nails on his own. Black. I don't ever remember him having it before, but maybe he did. Give it up for the hilarious Brandon Gray.
Oh, this is me. They're not black, they're a lovely green, and then my accent is a purple sparkle. I got my wife to do them for me. It's our quality time now. In like real world, I'm a carpenter, so I can't have pretty nails, but like quarantine happened and I'm allowed to have a good time. Also, Peggy, are you in a funeral home? Did I understand that? Was that the revelation of the fucking year? Holy shit. Like halfway through, you're like, I'm at a funeral home, by the way. Anyway, keep going. And Peggy, you are very funny. Though your style of comedy in like stand-up world feels great. This version feels like you're coming to my house and drunkenly yelling at me. And it's like, it's a lot of a different feeling. So I'm like, I would not invite Peggy over if I do like this. Oh my gosh.
I love how you think I'm drunk. God, this is I'm like 1/3.
Peggy, I know you're not drunk, and that's what's really frightening. Is like, I'm not drunk. I'm barely even there. We haven't even started. This rabbit hole goes deep. Anyway, this is a cool pog I found.
This feels like it's so sad.
This is a cool pog I found. I realize like I'm probably never gonna retire. Like that's just a thing. I don't think most of the people in this that you're gonna see tonight are ever gonna be retirement people. And that's okay because I'm meeting retirement Brandon, and he's really unpleasant. Like I'm an unpleasant old retired guy, which I didn't know I was going to be. Like I just walk around my yard over and over in like a bathrobe, and like 2 days ago I got mad because we didn't have any mail, and I didn't know who to explain like why I was mad to, because mail is the highlight of my life now, even if it's junk mail. It's just knowing that other places exist. Also, like whenever I do these sets are highlights as well. And when I do them, like my cats usually come in the room because they think the people on the TV are fighting each other and they are very upset and they want it to stop. And I think that's that says something that my cats are like, this doesn't feel healthy. You should pet us and be more chill. I hope she pulls out Alan's side. I'm an incredibly slow reader myself. Oh, Peggy, are you an Audible person? What's your jam?
Yeah, I do Audible. Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge Audible nerd myself. I also can't. Like I can't
I can call myself a nerd. Sorry, no, I'm not the same as you, but
are you at a funeral home?
Yeah, I grew up in a funeral home, and that's where I work.
Like, are you physically at a funeral home right now?
Yes, I live there, and the best Wi-Fi is in the office next to the morgue.
You are just a pleasure.
Does it make more sense why I'm so angry all the time?
No, not a bit. I don't think you can blame a lot of the outside stuff, and you don't seem angry. You got a lot of like cry energy inside of you. You got a lot of like, this is either going to be laughter or it's going to be tears.
Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate.
No, I know. I'm good at like calling people. Yeah, you guys are fun though.
Calling people about this open mic to find out about me, that's a weird move.
Have you met me? Yeah, no, I have weird mood energy. You guys are awesome. I'm going to pass it back to Peggy. Peggy, you're doing great. You keep being you. You keep being you, Peggy. Thank you guys.
I want to know, how's your quarantine going? Come on.
How's my what?
How's your quarantine going?
It has ups and downs.
A whole record room. You are literally, I like you because I love when people just lean into the stereotype. And you right here, sir, you're like, I got records.
I got weird penguins kissing in the background. Like,
Yeah, we found out last week that my house is just full of puppets, and no one is surprised.
That's fine. I dated a guy who collected what are they called? Nutcrackers.
That's amazing.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
It
the
is
thing
amazing.
that people don't collect.
I know you didn't. That's why I liked it. I also had a guy who also collected stamps once. I like weirdos. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but the
He's
weirder
married.
you are, the more I'll suck your dick.
Good for you. You know what you like, and that's what's important. You live your best life,
All right,
Peggy.
have a good night. I like you. You're great.
You too. We're gonna get on the outside of this.
Yep. This next guy, whew, doggy, has the first name of the last guy, but are they different? Hell yeah. Do I love him just the same? These intros are getting worse and worse. I'm sorry. I love him. He's so beautiful. One of my favorite things in the world. This is a shout out to R.I.P. Mike Brooks. One time, Mike Brooks told him he was the most attractive biracial person, and Mike Brooks has a biracial daughter. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. It was Mike's album recording. He went on like a 10-minute rant about how beautiful Brandon was. And then I went up after Brandon and was like, I'm pretty sure you have a daughter that's biracial, dude. Like, what the fuck? But I love this guy a lot. I've never not wanted to see him anytime I see him. Give it up for Brandon Mitchell. Yeah. I love.
Man, y'all niggas hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. When Peggy said the most beautiful biracial people, did anybody else think that she was about to bring up Tracy Ellis Ross?
I hope a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yo, this is fucking interesting. I haven't words anymore. Me and my girlfriend have been going through some things. I told her I was about to do this Zoom open mic, and she just put her headphones on. I don't want to hear you outside. Yo, why don't I want to hear you talk jokes now? So this is very fucking interesting. I like the beef that's going on between Alan and Peggy. Peggy, read more of the signs that you hate. No, I like the racial tension. I haven't felt this much racial tension since I didn't give my mother anything for Mother's Day. Bam, 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 bam. No, I actually did get her something. I moved out. I've been living with my girlfriend. Actually, today this is like the first time I've had like other human interaction in a very long time. This guy knocked on the door, right? And it was just like, yo, you know Maxine? And I was just like, no, right? And then I closed the door and he came back. He knocked on the door again, opened up the door. He goes, are you sure? And I was just like, yo, I just said I don't know her, right? He was just like, oh, well, if you ever meet Maxine, tell her Tyrese is looking for her. And I was just like, all right, guy, I guess that's what we're doing now. Damn, that was flat. That was flat as fuck. Super flat. Feeling on this differently. Oh shit. I'll tell another joke. Me and my girlfriend. My girlfriend's from Chicago. I'm from around here. We have a lot of language differences that we had to get used to. Like case in point, like she says pop, I say soda, right? She says thing, I say joy, right? She says person, I say joy, right? And she'll say place, and then I'll say joy. I like that one though. I think one of our main differences is like we don't speak the same love language. Her love language is like words of affirmation and acts of service. And my love language is just let me borrow $20 till Friday. But I want to laugh, guys. It's been nice to see all you guys. I'll stick around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good seeing you. Oh my God, you're great. I miss you, bud. How you doing? You guys holding up okay? You and your girlfriend? You guys quarantined together?
Yeah, I've been here for about since it started. I actually caught it. I caught COVID. Yeah, I caught it.
What?
I gotta turn my camera off.
Why are you talking about you
good.
just caught?
Yo, shut the fuck up, Daryl.
They can leave the meeting. They can leave it.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah, I caught it.
are you okay now? How'd you figure it out?
This was like a month ago, so I'm not really.
Yo,
Yeah,
this nigga
so,
was texting me, not telling me he had COVID. I'm so upset with you, nigga.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to
me
be
too.
that bad. Because like I'm already like I was telling people like about how unhealthy I am. Like if I were to tell you guys like I used to drink like malt liquor every day and then told you that I got COVID, you'd be like, oh, Brandon's gone. He's dead. He's dead. And I didn't want to scare you guys, you know.
So you're
Hey,
okay
you know,
now?
that's what I like about Philly comedy. There, you know how in New York comics have been using them getting COVID,
Right?
to, like, comedy shows.
Mhm.
Motherfucker, you be booked so much in this quarantine.
Yeah, I'm a real one.
Yeah, Brandon, half the people here because they look like they got COVID. You could have told us that. Stop saying.
Gotta watch my phone.
All right, well, I gotta tighten this show up because I think we're going over because I'm being fucking an asshole. But I'm glad that you don't have it anymore. I love you. Your hair looks great, like always. You're the best.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much.
I'm very excited for this next comic. One of my favorites. One of my motherfuckers that every time he laughs at me, it makes me feel better about myself. I think he's always laughing at me, but I just like his laugh, so it's fine. A couple times I saw him laughing with his mute on, so I felt okay. And because he was here. Give it up for my favorite, Eric Terrell. Not
Pussy
Eric
over
Terrell.
there. Oh, you are so my favorite as well. Brandon Mitchell is also one of my favorites, and I'm I'm sorry to hear about COVID, but Brandon Mitchell can power through anything. Okay, and I'm excited for all of your caught COVID jokes, man. This is going to be the fucking greatest things. Now, my call time for this thing was 10 o'clock, so it's not my fault. I'm a little. It's that's on you guys. But
100% my fault. I was 10 minutes late to the Zoom, and then I've just been fighting with people between. You've seen.
Yeah. No. I really appreciate being invited to the Civil War. This is amazing. And I feel like I'm fucking Severus Snape taking Peggy's back against Alan. I apologize, but whatever. I mean, I look like I'm ready for the Civil War. I'm rocking my runaway slave look. But I don't. It's the timing's probably just weird, Peg. You know, it's not a good week for white people. Did you notice? It's really not.
I have, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not a good week to be white. This is a week I would not want to be white at all.
There's very few.
Oh God. But you know, I've been getting a good kick out of Netflix too. Watched everything on Netflix as well, including Black as Fuck, Black AF. And if you're watching that, you know that it's all because of slavery. It's all because of slavery. Everything happened because of slavery. Is Lamar Ty still here? Am I gonna hear him scream time? Because I don't like that. But it's not a good day today for deadbeat dads. That's something I was thinking today. All the deadbeat fathers in the world, it's got to be tough. You know, it's got to be tough. Sometimes I wish I had one though. You know, because I need more mountains to climb in my life. My life is just too easy. Sometimes I think. I mean, I go downstairs and I see my wife and my mother just laughing and giggling, and then my father's there. I got a 2-parent household. My niece is just down there just cute reading her books. I'm like, you guys are too fucking perfect. Get out, get the fuck. Give me this is you guys aren't good for my career. Okay. But whatever. I don't know. I don't have anything to say. Am I done?
No, yeah, I mean, you can be done. I love you though. I would have you stay here forever, but I've already ran this too long.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Dude, Eric, you're the best. How is your quarantine? How's your wife?
She's good. She's good. We had a huge fight yesterday, which I'm very happy about because it's been a long time. And it gets weird when you go too long without a fight. So we're doing great.
Good. I'm glad. The beard looks great. You look like you're going to join some sort of, I don't even know. I hope you braid it the next time I see it because it would be really fun to see just like a little braid right there.
I got you. For you, I will.
I love you. Sorry for making you feel like an Uncle Tom. I swear to God, you know I'm pro Black people. All right.
Only for you.
Unmute yourself.
Oh my God, Peggy.
Doesn't look good when you say it that way.
You got to stop taking the bait, Peggy. Lord Jesus, you out here saying the phrases, Peggy. Lord, Peggy. This video gonna live. Peggy, what you saying that phrase?
These are jokes.
Hey, I'm Peggy's worse than Uncle Tom.
Hell fucking yeah, I'm the worst.
Woo!
I've never said, here, I love that. I'm not saying I suck. I'm also losing my fucking mind. I tried to kill myself in a bathtub right before this. So if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out.
Bang!
Oh shit.
Everybody hates me. This is
No, bitch.
Oh,
Nah.
No way.
Stop that.
Nah, bitch.
I'm very excited for this next comic. I'm going to keep it fast and loose, and hot and fresh, and I'm probably going to mispronounce her last name. Stupid and white. I'm not going to lie. That's not funny. My name's Peggy O'Leary. That's the worst name of all time. Give it up for the hilarious, the wonderful Anna Valenzuela.
Yeah, Valenzuela.
Valenzuela. Okay.
How's it going? Hello.
Oh my God.
How's your quarantine going, everybody? Oh man, this show's run so long that I've gone extinct twice. So that was a good thing. I really love robotic men, which is weird for a dinosaur. Yeah, really love robotic men. It's like I saw data from Star Trek when I was a kid, and I was like, Lady Motor! I went for it. You know, how robotic? Let me tell you, I've dated Republicans. Those are the worst robots. Those are the killer robots. I've dated my current boyfriend. He once told me that he didn't love me romantically. I said, "How do you love me?" He said 101111111111. So I don't know what that fucking means. And recently, I just remembered I used to date a scientist. He's fighting COVID-19 and not me, which is good. But yeah, one time I asked him, I said, babe, don't you want to have kids? And he said, well, the likelihood of having a child with drug addiction and mental health problems because of your family is so high that I don't think it would be responsible. And additionally, I don't want to contribute to overpopulation. I was like, damn, dude, you could have said you just don't fucking like me. That would have been great. Yeah, I had a weird moment before COVID. I was going around. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a crazy haircut. I want to get bangs. I want to get bangs, ladies and gentlemen. I want to be that 30-something with bangs, you know, that says I've been to therapy twice and that I own crystals. I want bangs. And I couldn't get the bangs because everybody was chasing me around like, no, don't get bangs. And well, guess what? All those people shaved their fucking heads in quarantine. And you know what? Fuck them. I'm getting bangs, god damn it. And that's pretty much all I wanted to try.
My God.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
Hey, guys.
God, that was great. I liked it. Just really did it. I feel like that, was it helpful to be in the costume to really just power through in a stand-up set? I think That was great. I feel like next time I do this, I got to do it.
You got to do it in a dyno, man. I've walked all over LA in this.
Because I'm a fucking pussy. I fucking didn't even do a joke. I just have been making myself the joke, which is
Peggy, you're doing okay. You're just a little wine drunk.
I love how people think I'm drunk. I'm like, this is who I am. I feel like everyone thinks I'm like misstepping and say I'm purposely saying what I'm saying because I thought I loved you all. And
I love it. Thank you, Josh, for the tag. I appreciate it. 383. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But I love it. Everyone thinks I'm wine drunk. Daryl's like, nah, this bitch has been whiskey drunk and said way worse shit.
No. I completely believe you. My favorite thing is when people go, "You're drunk," and then you turn around like, "Nah." This ass is word. That's what you think? You don't see the way I'm still pronouncing these T's? Fuck out of here.
First of all, the best is when I was sober, people thought I was drunk. Nah, I'm just dumb. Okay, my mouth just doesn't keep up with my mind, so I sound stupid constantly.
Same. I've been sober for 17 years, and people think I'm high constantly. I'm like, nope. Just did acid when I was 13.
Anna, that was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Liam.
I got 4 more people to call, and then I'm just gonna be in the background watching, getting actually drunk, and just you'll see how sad I am. This next guy, goddamn fucking love him. I wish I could give my long intros, but I've already got yelled at by Kat, where she was like, "Tighten it up, bitch. Tighten it up. Gastric bypass your fucking open mic."
Yo, there is so much power in the virtual sisters. I highly recommend y'all get y'all some Zoom accounts. There's so much power. Look how Peggy listening to me saying my name in this bitch. Okay.
I had to take myself off of mute for that one.
That's hilarious. I love him. Give it up for Marcus LeVere. Is he here?
No, baby, I'm sorry. We should have told you that. I done set you up, Peggy. I done set you up. So much power in the virtual. Look how I'm taking whiteness down, y'all. Look at the incompetence. Okay.
You could have scrolled, and I was like, not me. I'm fucking too wine drunk. Next up, I love this lady. She's the only reason why I think I can do stand up in a Zoom room, even though we're learning. I shouldn't. It might be a bad thing for my career. She's hilarious. She has a show. Is it every Thursday? It's called Something Virtual. Come as you are. I think that's what it is. She knows I love her. I love her. She's got good hair. Give it up for Rachel Fogletta.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, no, I've been having technical difficulties with this mic, so I just wanted to make sure the one time I ask, you can. That's great. So, oh my God, I'm gonna have so many weird things to masturbate after being witness to this entire night. So I'm really excited about it. I've been quarantined in South Philly, where every ATM looks like it would try to rob you itself if you tried to use it. And, you know, you find out a lot about yourself in South Philly and during quarantine, because my neighbors put up a sign that said in all capital letters, "This house protected by guns and God." So I was like, okay, well, now I got to get a sign, right? Because that's what we're doing. Like social distance fighting, we get signs. So I was like thinking I should get one of those signs I've seen people have that says like, "Hate has no home here." But then I was afraid I was going to get fucking robbed. So I was like, what kind of sign could I get that's like left leaning, but also aggressive and off-putting? So now I have a sign that says, "This house protected by Hillary Clinton." Yeah, I also have sex fantasies now about being really miffed at the way Hillary handled this back in December when she read her fucking emails. That was for me. I didn't think that was going to go well. If you liked that joke, you'll love this next one. So people are calling the cops on people for having parties during quarantine, which I totally agree with because I also hate cops. Am I right? Okay. Yeah, I know that one's a thinker, but not really. Anyway, if you understand how, it doesn't matter. I'm having weird sex fantasies now. Like I was a really basic porn watcher. Like I like boss secretary, teacher, student, but you know, and I've been vanilla shamed for being so basic. Like, sorry, I come really easily, obviously. You know, but I think quarantine's gonna make me more basic. Like, I think after quarantine, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, someone outside the house. That's so hot. Holy shit. Yeah, that's gonna be like my new thing. Honestly, I would get turned on right now if a guy commented on my fucking joke on Facebook without liking it. Like, I would just like be into the toxicity of it. Honestly, if it were actually funny, I would fucking just like come all over the place, right? Am I right? Coming. Okay. That was cool. Fucking vote in the primaries. Bye, guys.
Wow.
Aww.
Rachel being the white woman that reads. I love you.
Read. I really don't read that much. I have ADD. It's hard.
I know. I get it. I get it. There you go. Guys, give it up for Rachel. Rachel, I love you. That was wonderful.
I love you too, girl.
When I become Zoom famous, you'll be the first person
Hey, Zoom comedian Peggy O'Leary.
What did I say? I said, I like that I can see all their faces when I tell them.
You said the dumb faces you want to fight because I wrote it down.
Oh man, I'm a terrible person. I love you so much. I got 2 more people to bring up, and then I'm gonna pass on to the second half. So you guys don't have to listen to my white bullshit. You just get to listen to another Irish idiot. So this is the worst. This is great. I love you guys. This next guy has been roasting me all night, and now I want to say the real beef I have is with this motherfucker. He's too nice to everybody. It's gross. We know you're faking it. You're secretly keeping somebody in a basement. And come back to Philly. What the fuck is in Baltimore? I get it. Your wife is rich. She's supporting your life. But just get a job up here, all right? We miss you. We love you. Your hair looks great in quarantine. Give it up for the hilarious Daryl Charles, everybody.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
What's up? Excuse me. Sorry. Put my hands through this luxury real fast. Hi. See, I didn't like Dave's laugh. I didn't like that one. Extra haha was like, he'll never get a job with that. That's what that sounded like. Anyway, I feel bad because when Rachel mentioned vanilla shaming, I was like, oh no, is that a thing? And then in my head, I was like, yeah, it's a thing. Because every time I hear somebody's like, I don't like that weird shit, I'd be like, oh. It was like one time in college, freshman year of college is the year where you, maybe the first for y'all, but it was one of the last years that we would watch porn in a group.
Yeah.
Everybody would get around the TV because everybody's like 18, so you could buy porn. So then someone buys porn and it's like, I'm watching porn. And you'd be like, yeah, you kids are young. Back in the day, that was a thing. And one time we were watching porn and this lady was doing a fantastic job of fellatio. Just really, And everybody in the room was quiet except for my one friend who was like, man, I don't even like head like that. And everyone was just like, oh. Because we all knew his girlfriend. And it was just like, oh, buddy. So sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I try not to vanilla shame, but yeah, man, I don't know. Can you just? I don't want to talk about what I'm gonna do later.
Do it. All of us are lonely.
Yeah, no, I'm an old man. That's why I'm gonna go do terrible things to myself later. I'm an old man. I'm washed. That's it. Yeah, the biggest joy is bringing this dude up who's gonna turn around and decide to leave like immediately. Yeah. Yeah. No, I realize I'm old. I didn't think so. Not even with this signs of death showing. It's because me and my wife was sitting on the couch and I'm looking at my phone, talking to my friends, and I was like, oof, that is nice. And she was like, what the fuck are you looking at? And she took my phone, and it was ribs. It was ribs. My friends sent me pictures of their ribs because that's what me and my friends do now. We send pictures of the food that we cook because that's better than butts. I don't know if you've ever seen some Sweet Baby Ray's that's just like nicely melted all over some ribs when it gets in the nooks and crannies, and then it has the nooks of the meat on the look. The thing is that butts are here to, they're all over the place. Ribs, they go fast, and yeah, that's it. We don't. I don't even think. Yeah, we don't even send each other like pictures of chicks. We just send each other pictures of food that we cook. That's sad. You're supposed to be viable young men, but it's all over now. What else? I'm appreciating everyone slowly losing their minds being at home. My favorite thing about it is that you pick your home. Everything in it is yours. You pick the stuff. And like with like 6 weeks in, even at week 2, everybody was like, I fucking hate this place. It's like, that's your shit. Can't you just be happy with your shit? No, people aren't happy. Also, okay, for one thing, the executive branch is terrible. They should all be killed. But I have sympathy for one person, and it's that person, whenever you're at work and like you're like around the people who make good money and you realize that they have no idea what the fuck is going on, and like this shit is all gonna collapse. There's like one admin in the White House who that's her daily struggle, and I feel bad for her because she's sitting there like, oh my God, this is it. This was supposed to be a good job. I'm supposed to have benefits. This shit, oh no. Oh, now they all sick. It's my favorite. That's the thing that keeps me going, is that this person thought that benefits were the key. And now she about to catch the monster. All right. My name's Daryl Charles. Bye.
Yes, Daryl. That was wonderful. Do we have the last person I'm supposed to bring up? Is he here? I can't.
Yeah.
He is here.
His video's up. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Weirdo, they healed himself. Daryl, that was beautiful. I miss you up here, even though I miss
you too, buddy.
Also, real quick, shout out to Facebook. There's a dickhead called Love.
Yes.
AARYN. That's not a fucking name.
Yes.
Yo, for real, Peggy.
Nobody gives a fuck. What'd you say?
For real, Peggy, I actually think it's just a banned Philly comic with a fake account.
Has to be.
Seems like.
Oh, that's extra sad.
Yeah, that's just someone who got kicked out of the mic for like.
Dog, you
being
went through the
aggressive.
whole thing of making a new thing for people who don't like you?
Yeah.
It's just a fan of Philly comedy.
It's just like a comic. No, there's no fans of Philly comedy. There's only people that are in it. And then there's people that fucking aren't in it, and they were just recently kicked out because they like grabbed someone's boob and they were like, I thought it was my sister, and you're like, get the fuck out of here or something.
Yeah. Well, either way, you aren't funny in the comments. You're upsetting. Also, there were so many ways you could have fucking
get him.
roasted me. I've been a literal asshole the whole time.
I know, there's so much ammo. Come on.
Jokes. You're a terrible person. So go kill yourself in a bathtub, and then I'll see you later in that same bathtub.
Y'all chose the right one. Y'all done chose.
No, seriously, nobody cares about you. You're a troll. I'm gonna bring up my last person of the section, and then I'm gonna pass it on to the host. Right, Kat? That's my job.
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure there's a lot of rules to this virtual.
You've been killing it.
There are a lot of rules.
You are murdering.
You are murdering.
What?
You are actually killing it. Whatever it was is dead, and you did it.
Oh man.
Yeah. 2020, Peggy.
Thank you. I will say I got to give MVP to audience member who kept himself muted but kept me feeling okay about myself. It's got to be David Feinberg. Literally, best laugh in the game. You are a head backer upper. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to bring up our next person. You can find him on Instagram, fucking breaking it down dance style. His shoulders are always out. He's one of my favorites. We did the show together on Thursday. He's a goddamn wonderful motherfucker. I just saw him take a swig of a red wine, and I'm jealous that I'm not right there with you to take another swig. Give it up for the hilarious Satoyo, everybody.
Hey, going on? Hey, this is I got that sangria. Got that gria with me. Yeah, I ain't done sangria in a minute. I don't feel nothing though. I think I just want to say again, thank you to Kat the Sucks Crew for putting this together. I was feeling bad, man, because I don't even pour my drinks no more, man. I just drink that shit straight from what it came from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was feeling bad. I was like, man, this quarantine really getting to me. And then y'all went and said there's some troll on here, some motherfucker that's out here yelling in the comments. I'm like, oh no, nigga, I'm doing great. Actually, that person is struggling. God damn. Imagine how you gonna be potentially a comic that no one wants to fuck with, and now you in the comment section raging against the machine, nigga. You're sadder than all of us, and I live alone. Like that's like, bro, like the therapists, they still do online calls, my nigga. Like they still do, you know what I'm saying?
May need to be a group call.
Yo, nigga, do push-ups, push-ups, jerk off. You know that ain't a woman. You know it's a man. You know it is. You know it is, bro. Come on, nigga, jerk off, nigga. Buy some resistance bands. Work on your biceps. Right? Like, there's plenty of exercise on YouTube to do this. I'm coming. This is a place of affection. Okay, I'm coming at this with love because right now you have a lot of animus and anger in your life because someone didn't properly love you when you were growing up, and that's unfortunate that you're in that position. But you're a grown adult now. You're a grown adult. Okay, forgive yourself for the relationship that you've ruined. Learn how to respect women to eat the clitoris. All right. Also, be a tough man, and stop bothering people who don't want you here.
Hey,
there you
go. Take your shirt off. We deserve to see those nipples after that hot fucking right now.
Girl,
You've been just teasing us with these shoulders. Give us those nips, baby.
If I show you these nips, I break the goddamn internet. I burn the whole bitch down. I burn it all down. I burn it all. I don't do nothing now except go to the gym. I don't do shit. This is all I do and drink. But I feel like there's some things that gotta be. I think we need to come up with new rules, right? We need to come up with new rules. Like if we ever get to go back outside again, Black people, we need new rules. We do. We gotta stop giving the white people the dances. We gotta stop teaching them dances. We have to stop. We actually have to stop now. We do. And it's not because that they're gonna like. Here's the problem. When we give them the dances, they can do the dances just fine. But then they give the dances to their parents, and the magnificence of the dance gives their parents an extra 5 years of life, so they continue hurting us. Do you understand this? You see the levels that it's like. So we must stop. You cannot keep on giving. We gave them the electric slide, the cha-cha slide. That's fine. We let them have Drake's newest dance, and then that's it. We got to stop. All new dances created now. If you have a white friend over 20, they don't get to know that you can't. They got YouTube. They can learn the dance on YouTube, but you can't personally teach them because that's giving them elixir strength. Their skin gets better when you teach them something. They become extra moisturized. They go and give it to their parents, and all of a sudden, the stage 4 cancer that was going to take them out is in remission. Do you not see how this works? And then I don't want to be like this. It's very interesting. I saw yesterday that what was it? It was 11 Secret Service agents had tested positive for COVID-19, and I was like, we're close. We're so fucking close, dog. It's like I'm not even. All I want is for the man to hurt at the very least. At the very least, I want him to be thoroughly inconvenienced. Like that seems fair. You know what I'm saying? I might never eat an ass again. He can get sick. Like that's. You know what I'm saying? Like I am entitled. Like we deserve that. That's what we deserve. This sangria ain't doing nothing, man. I want to fight, dog. All right. How much time do I have left? I'm probably out of time, aren't I? I don't know.
18 minutes.
I got 18 minutes. Okay. Yo, yesterday I saw
Satoyo. Yo, you get to go until we confirm that the troll is banned.
Okay.
Yeah, they about to be our first virtual ban.
Did you see he has a picture of himself with a gun and a bunch of zucchinis?
Like cucumbers or some shit? What is that?
Dude, they're fucking zucchini and squash, and you better recognize because.
So man, okay, but
cucumbers.
Hold on. To go back to the. to go back to the troll. Look, I'm sure that when you started stand-up comedy, I'm sure that you probably watched like Dave Attell, you know what I'm saying? And you probably watched like Stanhope, and you were like, that's fucking comedy. And you probably went on stage and talked about stalking women and said nigger repeatedly for some weird reason. There are enough of you around. And I'm sure that you thought that you were being creative and artistic, and I'm sure you were being creative. It just probably sucks. And that's
Toyo, if you had 5 guesses of who the troll is, and it's a Philly comic who's gotten banned or kicked out of mics, who is it?
There's just more than 5 though.
Well, to be fair though, here's the thing. To be fair, I don't believe in saying the name of demons aloud. I don't believe in bringing that type of energy into my life. But what I will say, I want to go back to this.
Say my
name.
Amen.
It took me a while to unmute. Amen. Amen. Said Auntie. Amen.
I am so sure, young man, because you're probably a man. Don't try to tell me you're non-binary. I know you're a man. I'm sure that you got into this with very, very earnest and honest expectations. And again, comedy is very rough and tough and brutal. But I want you to take solace. There's good news for you. Comedy is dead. You won. Okay. You were mad. You felt you weren't being listened to, but guess what, brother? It's all done. It's finished anyway. So I don't know why you're here. You could be going on a shitty Tinder date and offending a woman, or she might actually like your ass. I don't know too much about you, quite frankly. I just know that you're
Toyo Mad is my new search term on both Pornhub and Grubhub.
Also,
It's Toya Mad. She's lying.
I'm gonna also give this guy a good frame of reference. If in the event that you said anything racist or you've been harassing to women, I'm gonna give you the names of 2 porn stars with very, very problematic history, so you can jerk off to them. You'll love them. The first one, her name is Jessica Darling. Fucked a lot of black dudes. Huge racist. It's amazing. The other one, James Dean, he actually has raped women. So I'm going to give you tools that you can, because I know what you like to engage in, most likely. You know what I'm saying?
Ending on a high.
And well, listen, I didn't say that it was going to be fun. I just said I was going to tell the truth. On that note, thank you guys so much for your time to the trolls. Listen, life is short, and we're all going to die. As my friend Alex Perlman would say, life is short. You're going to die alone. Have a nice night.
Yeah. All right. A sinking ship of the Titanic of Philly comedy.
Beautiful. I loved that.
I gave the man resources for him to soothe himself of what anger is going on inside of him. I can't ask him to be better. I can't ask him to be better. I can only give him tools that he does not come back here. That's all. That's all. You know. That's all. That's all you can ask for.
Wasting Mark Zuckerberg's time.
I adore you, and I love that your picture looks more and more like the Back to the Future picture that's disappearing throughout the movie. It's telling.
Well, it's very telling of what's going on, isn't it? Also,
Yeah,
I do need to say, like, again, this nigga Brandon Mitchell had the COVID, and he didn't
tell anybody.
Here's where my Nigerian side of me kicks in, because it's like now if this was my mom, she would have met you and she'd be mad at you that you didn't tell nobody. That would be her first. Like, how did you not tell nobody? That's so like, that's so irresponsible. You need people to dote on you and to check in with you so that you know that I get it. You're from Norristown, nigga. I get it. It's fine. But like, nigga, also at the same time. But again, that's the strength of Philly niggas. That's the problem with Philly niggas. A Philly nigga will have a bullet wound and talk about something. No, I'm just out of breath. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, nigga, you were shot. You're bleeding out. It's like, nah, nigga, I just got asthma. It's like, no, like, your body's breaking down. My grace.
Oh, that's so good. Toyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Woo. You guys this has been so fun. I'm sad to go, but I feel like there's some people on the internet, not just the hater, other people who are excited that I think I'm drunk.
No.
I'm excited.
Here's the thing. I'm going to stick around and watch you guys because I love everybody who's on the next half and especially this host. But I might sneak away to go figure out if there's more alcohol somewhere in the funeral home. I think I've hit
go.
Goddamn right.
Aldehyde. Dip it in some leaves and smoke it. It's delicious.
That's the only reason I don't have COVID is that I've been just smelling formaldehyde since I was a baby. Morgan was like, This is what you'll smell forever, girl. Now, that's the COVID cure. Why the fuck don't I have it? I'm about to bring up an even more whiter person than I am.
Word.
More Irish person than I am. But he does love the Eagles just as much as me. And I'm pretty sure his grandmom was me. Because she beat an ass. I love him so much. He's already told me he was tired. So if he's bad, blame it on that. No, but he'll step up his game. I love him so much. But most
Oh wait, no, Peggy, it's me.
No.
What you doing? You doing Irish pride out here, and you know it's me, you evil bitch.
Oh shit!
You know
I was like, I
I'm
can't
the
believe
second
Pat just
half.
laughed at her
Oh
calling
my
you the
God,
whitest
Peggy,
person
hold
ever.
up.
Wait
You
a minute.
trying to
I'm the
wait a
fuck up,
minute?
Pat.
Hold up.
Wait, where did you tell me that?
Peggy, you know I'm gonna
Anybody can
say
get
it
it.
right
Don't-
here, Peggy. Second half open mic host Cat 1045, and you've been telling me, and then you talking about you delighted to bring up this host. I'm all thinking it's me, and then you switching the pronouns on me.
I heard Irish, and I was like, okay.
Irish and
I love
white.
Seamus too. I love Seamus.
Just let it happen. I knew it wasn't me, but I thought that was
I
great.
want to feel Seamus' beard on parts of my body. Listen, you ain't the only one love Seamus out here, but it's my turn. My turn.
Pat, this was watching Peggy be dyslexic in real time.
You always
why
do.
the fuck is she-
I love these Peggy tactics, y'all. Peggy
Peggy
cried.
hosting is like the government's response to COVID. It's
It
amazing.
is. Peggy come hard and then she cried. Peggy proved that cry and come with the body. Everything else about Peggy is the spirit of blackness.
Damn
She like
champion.
She's like the black big sister I never had, and then Peggy start crying. I'm like, no. It's like, you come with the body. It must come with the body.
What?
Your
I'm
soul,
pro-black. What do you
your
want?
soul.
Yes.
Your soul.
Hippies and the blacks were getting along
flesh
way
is
too long.
See
The
what
flesh is
happens
weak,
when you
boo.
when you have blacks and Irish people talk over one another. It sounds like music. You notice that? That shit was always- it was doing this one. It was rhythmic.
Was it
I was about-
harmony?
It was. I was
For
about
some
to,
reason,
I
we
was
all
about
just
to
start
dance.
braiding each other's hair.
So Toyo just starts breakdancing when it happens.
I was about, yo, I've been doing late night dance sessions to keep my mind right, nigga. I was about to dance. I was about to be like, yo, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. I just dance in my apartment. I was like, yeah, this feels good. This feels nice.
I like
y'all
the
be-
Toyo
No,
dance.
you've been putting them on Instagram. We saw.
Yeah, I've been putting them on Instagram. That's true.
Me
Yeah.
and Peggy
Oh my
and
God,
Seamus.
Seamus.
Me and Peggy and Seamus is like one beard, two bitches. I love it. I love it, man. We gonna put all kind of fluids in that beard, Seamus. You hold
Yo,
still.
that'd be one of them. That'd be one of them.
Sorry,
That
Cat,
would
I'm
be-
the worst.
That will be one of them neo soul rock bands where Seamus is the nigga with the guitar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. And he beatbox.
Right?
And he
Right? His favorite rapper would be Black Thought. You'd be like,
Yeah, I gotta be
Oh,
honest.
I
One of my
love-
biggest inspirations is Mattis Yahoo. Fucking starts beatboxing.
I bet you Seamus calls most deaf Yasin Bey.
Y'all,
Oh,
Seamus got
niggas in the
starter
second
dreads
half
in the
hate
back.
us, nigga. Oh, God.
Seamus got starter dreads in the back of his head. I know. Seamus got struggle twists, y'all, in the back.
He only smokes weed in a Fontu leaf.
Right?
Y'all, I love this show. I love it. I love the juxtaposition of me and Peggy. I use words like juxtaposition. Peggy out here saying everything but nigga.
Googling juxtaposition. Juxtaposition?
I'm out here using these student loans, y'all, and Peggy using that ponytail word. Oh my God, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Rewind to film school, motherfucker. Was I educated? Probably not. But I was smart, baby.
Y'all,
That was the
my
funniest shit I've
goal-
ever heard, Kat. So good. That ponytail got her a fucking job. You know it did.
You know, the ponytail lured me the other night, y'all. How y'all think Peggy got on here? It was the blonde at the top of that ponytail, and them hoop earrings reminded me of Judge Million from People's Court. That's how you got on the show, Peggy. You remind me of the
Oh, delightful.
Y'all, I get to joke about power in the virtual. I feel so safe here in my home, surrounded by these white people. In the real and in the virtual. So excited to be with y'all tonight. Let me see, what else did I want to say to y'all? Your light looks better, SB. Now you look like you produce songs for white girls that can't sing. I love it. I love it. You look like you got some shit on YouTube right now.
He's in the back room listening.
I celebrate.
Yo,
So
he
Liam's been-
does.
What happened? Don't he?
Yep.
Don't he?
Yep.
Yeah,
you
you
producer on Instagram with 2,000 followers, nigga. Yes.
Yeah, you remixing Tardy for the Party right now. Right now. Throwback, yo. All right. Happy
got the
Mother's
beats.
Day. You got them?
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day, y'all. Happy, like, Latisse is still in the room. We got like 1.5 mothers here. Latisse is, yeah. Latisse is the actual mother. I'm the half a mother because a lot of y'all won't get off my teeth. So, I know.
Bars.
It's exhausting out here. Thank you. It's exhausting, baby. You know what y'all try to milk me for?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking words. Words. Why? Tell me this, young people. Why? When did folks forget how words work? Huh? When did that happen? All my life, words work a particular way, right? Like you read them and then you know, and then you act like you know. That's how I stayed free. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all out here acting like y'all forget how fucking words work. And I am an exemplary communicator. Okay, you dumb motherfuckers. Exemplary, bitches. Betty,
Yes.
tell them how exemplarily I motherfucking communicate, y'all trash ass niggas. I'm out here using emotional intelligence and all my training, okay, that I don't get the income from. And I'm putting shit out there with fucking warning shots and shit for y'all dumb niggas. And then y'all come back and be like, y'all ain't read these words I written. Like, I don't get it. Y'all need an example. My junior high school was coming for me. They want me to go to their reunion, okay? True story. I ran a birthday party for my brother, and then my junior high school friends were inspired to do a similar thing for junior high school reunion. I'm like, bet, what y'all don't know is virtual comedy has already put me through misappropriation. Nigga, I'm ready. Take some shit. Run with it. Okay. Be inspired. My mama taught me about this. All right. So I let them do it, but I see, in short, a demon is running the reunion. And I don't go toward demons, y'all, but I also know you can't just be out here telling people a demon is running the show, okay? You can't communicate to people like that. You alienate them. So I use my emotional intelligence to, in short, say, listen, a demon is running the show. Here is what I've observed, and here are the suggestions I have. You get 2 hours to get at me via Zoom. We're going to work it out. Didn't hear from. Didn't nobody take me up on the Zoom? Y'all know what these motherfuckers did? They added me to the demons chat 3 times today, trying to get words from me. 3 times, y'all. Who am I? Who am I but somebody with delectable teats, apparently? Get off my teeth. I got no words for you. Words is work, y'all.
Delectable
Words.
teats. I'd listen to that podcast.
Thank you. I'm going to take a note on it. My actual breasts since the weight loss look like I never learned how to fold fitted sheets. You know what I mean? They look like in a bra. I told I've been telling people, like when I was bigger and people would come at me, I was like, I got something for you now, you know? And like now a little smaller, I'm like, nah, like love is required here. Listen, for you to find out these things about me, we gotta have trust. Okay, I went longer than I expected. The moral to the story is words is work, y'all. Stop asking sisters for work. Sisters and God are sick of yo fucking asking us for words. All right. Y'all want to know why Black women are religious? Because God don't ask us for fucking words. God out here like these niggas and they goddamn words. Y'all got God code switching over your greedy ass word seeking. Stop it. Stop it. Feel your feelings. Think your thoughts. All right.
God
Did
in
Peggy
your
hear
mercy.
that? I didn't mean to scold y'all. This next nigga gonna make y'all feel better. I told you, Peggy out here hurting everybody feelings. Y'all gonna look at me crying. You know what I mean? I'm used to this. I'm safe in my home. Okay. This first guy is the stepchild of the friends of the room. I don't know how he dropped off our radar. Look at him, y'all. He don't fit in no boxes. I search my mind sometimes. I'm like, Kat, who are the white male comedians you know? And this nigga never make it on the radar. I don't understand it. You know when he landed on the radar? When I was listening to gospel thinking about my mama. And he didn't belong there. So now we got him in the room. I love having you here, young Santa. Hope you looked up Swizikes. Y'all, welcome to the spotlight, Seamus Millar.
Hey. What's going on, everybody? How you guys feeling? You all right? Dude, I'm happy to be here. I'm fucking tired of shit. I ate a bunch of Indian food earlier, so this whole time I've had the sweats. That's why I've been muting my mic, not to offend you, but that was the fucking. I don't want you to hear me at my weakest. But I'm gonna go sit in a fucking tub, Peggy style tab, because I'm drinking since 12 too. Jesus Christ! All right, I've been getting a little fat in this quarantine. I don't know about you guys. I was like skin fat coming into this, but now I'm just gonna leave regular fucking fat. Like it is fucking gross. Like at least I'm tall because it kind of balances out. Like I come from a family of like really fat people, but I'm lucky. I have like my grandfather's body. He was like a tall, skinny guy. You know what I mean? I have his exact body, but like his body like right before he died. Like I look just like my fucking grandpa where they're like, wrap it up, you're fucking done. Like that's where I'm at. I had this goal shirt that I was like working on. I was like doing well before COVID. I was working out every day and fucking killing it. And then this shit happened. And I don't know, man. I had this goal shirt for like 4 years. It's like a Colorado shirt. It's real nice. It's a medium. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna finally fit into that shit again. And now I'm at this point where I'm like, that's just gonna get framed. Like that's just gonna go right up on the fucking wall. Like that's history, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. The amount of Legos and Star Wars shit I've been fucking with this quarantine has really like reopened the book on like, am I honest? Like I think I definitely am. Like it wouldn't surprise me. But like if I am, it's like very, very low level. Like I feel like it's like if you get grazed with a bullet where you're like, all right, I'm gonna walk this off, but I mean technically I was shot. Like I fucking have. I don't know, man. This shit's fucking stupid. I don't know, man. I did wake up in a tub once, Peggy. That's a fun fucking thing. And I woke up and I walked all the way home and I went to Dunkin' Donuts before I realized I was covered in my own puke. So, party boy, what's up? Drinking at 12 every morning. How you guys feeling? Dude, oh my God. I was like meditating too for like the first like 3 weeks of this. And I texted my buddy and I was like, dude, I feel like this meditation is like kind of giving me a leg up on the competition. And he was like, is it the meditation or the fact that you spent your first 18 years inside? I was like, okay, fair enough. That's probably more fucking likely. Like I'm used to this shit. Like I'm a fucking cave person. Like we went and like stood in our neighbor's yard today. That was like the big fucking outing. Like hell yeah, we're gonna go on a fucking trip. And then like a half an hour into it, I was like, all right, let's go home. I'm fucking done with this shit. I don't know, man. I haven't written a goddamn thing. I've just been reading books and fucking sitting in my own juices. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm going to go to sleep. Rachel's back hurts, but she also knows I ate Indian food tonight. So this is bad for everybody. This is going to be it's going to be a rough night. Ah, man. I don't know. How much time is that? Because I'm just fucking, talk to me. Tell me something, man.
You're good. You had 1 minute, like 30 seconds ago.
Oh,
I want to lick your glasses. I want to lick
Please.
your glasses.
Lick them, because I don't know the last time I cleaned them. Like the amount of Legos versus the amount of times I've brushed my teeth during this, it's like something's wrong. Something's off. Like it's not a good. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, thank you guys for fucking having me. This was actually a lot of fucking fun, man. This was fun as shit.
Woo. I'll show that love for Seamus Millar. Doing what we knew you could do. You deserved that spot 8 weeks ago. Our next comedian, we just yanked from Lancaster. Super excited to have her here. Clap it up right now, please, for the very funny Knock Boy.
Hi. Thanks for having me. It's like I This is fun. I have did like a Zoom open mic, I think like a week into core, and was sufficiently traumatized to like take a break from it until someone reached out to me and they were like, hey, you should do this. So I'm really happy. It's good to see everybody. This is fun. I really miss comedy. I miss like habitually, like every night I could tell strangers my problems and no one would hold me accountable. So like I was doing comedy every night, and it's been nice to take a break and like get in touch with people I haven't talked to, but it's definitely not the same complaining to them. I used to talk about my ex a lot in comedy, which was fine because it was a new group of people every night, so no one gave a shit. But I like recently an ex got back in touch with me, and this was one that caused me enough pain in my heart that I wanted to like harm myself. I was 19 and stupid. I had yet to realize that men could continue to disappoint me in new and innovative ways. But he recently like reached out to me in core, and I told my friend that I received a dick pic from him. And like it was a nice realization. Like I've come a long way from when I was 19. And I told her, I was like, I cannot believe that at one point in my life, I was 3.5 inches away from ending it all. And she didn't laugh. Like it was the worst. I was like, oh man, it's the hardest I've bombed. Like she was just like, so did you text him or not? And I was like, you can't just let me have this. But yeah, man, core is fun. I've spent too much time on the internet, which I think everyone is probably doing. It's like Asian Heritage Month. And I gotta say, it has not been our year at all. So I feel like this month came and I'm like, this doesn't make up for any of it. Is there, like, can I have more? Is there something else you can give? I feel like we got Parasite, and then it was like, never mind, that was too much. We're gonna like try to reverse it all. And they went too far. But a lot has been happening on Asian Twitter. Yes, it exists. If you weren't aware, there is Asian Twitter. They usually just tweet about K-pop.
Yeah.
But they joined forces this weekend because Allison Roman, I don't know how many people know this white woman, decided during Asian Heritage Month to spill tea on the 2 Asian icons we have in viral pop culture. I don't know why she chose to do that. Like, Marie Kondo is Japanese. Like, she literally comes from a culture that is centuries old of cultivating tea. Like, she got burned. She burned herself. She didn't just like burn bridges with Chrissy Teigen either. She tried to burn down the whole village, and the village came back for her. So, you know, that was nice to see us 1 week into Asian Heritage Month really representing the solidarity. But yeah, I'm just happy to see you all. It's good to be here. Kat, you were like, there's 2 mothers here. It is, in my opinion, that every woman is a mother. Like, I'm not a mom, but I am a mother. Like, if I've ever made someone dinner, I'm your mother. All the girls at the bar that I've consoled as they were crying and then put back on the bottle once we left, I'm their mother. So I consider every woman in my life a mom, and I hope you celebrate yourself as well.
Thank you, Nog. Y'all clap it up for Nog boy. Hey. I got so distracted during your set, Nog. You said something about getting a dick pic, and then you were like, I've come a long way. And I was like, that is hilarious. And then you said something about Marie Kondo coming to your, I just was like, this set about cum is great. So something is happening to my mind.
Cat,
Y'all.
you're as horny as the rest of us in core.
Evidently, yeah. How come Asian people don't tell you about Asian History Month? Why? Why y'all keep that a secret? We'll get back to you on this. I'm gonna bring up the next comedian, but that is an answer that I need from you on behalf of all Asian people everywhere now. Yo, one more time for Nakbui.
Yeah.
Our next comedian is back from putting the final cuts on that YouTube hit that's about to drop. Y'all, welcome to the spotlight, the very funny Chris Esperance.
Hey. Keep it going for the MVP, Cat Mosley. For real, I really feel like I'm in the wrong profession. Cause like this is the only, every time I join this mic, people tell me I look like a producer, an R&B singer, a writer. I need to change it up. I don't know. So yeah, this switch from Peggy to Kat just feels like we just rolled into the slow jam portion of the night. You kind of cooled it out a little bit. You kind of cooled up. Yeah. Knock, you were talking about Asian people had Parasite, and that was like your thing. I think we all got Parasite. I think we all got that now. Let's see what else we got. Oh, someone's talking about waking up in their tub. I've never woken up in a tub. I've woken up in the back of my car before, and I could not find my keys. That was when I was a young party boy. It's not something I would do today. That's a story for another time, though. Meditating, I am doing that. I think Seamus was talking about that. I don't do it right, though. Every time I meditate, I end up just thinking about me dunking and like playing basketball or some shit. I'm always just like bopping around for like 10 minutes, and it's just, I feel good, but I'm not doing it right. Let's see, what else? Oh, I've been on social media too much. I feel like white people talking about Black issues is like somebody who's never seen Star Wars insist on explaining Star Wars. It's like, yeah, I've seen it, just like, Luke, I am your father. CP3PO, I saw Han Solo on Netflix, right? You're like, no, that's, please, if you continue to talk about it, I'm gonna unfriend you. That's just my take on that. Let's see. Let's see. One last thing. More white people shit. I feel like white people failed quarantine. Like all we had to do in this thing was like not do anything. Just like do nothing. Stay inside, do nothing, go outside so if you can. Just do nothing, man. Like that's it, right? Like this was all a test. Like remember when the world was supposed to end? Right? Like back in 2010 or 2011 or something like that. Like it was 8 years off. We're all like hanging on by the edge, but this is like what the end of the world would be, and this would be a test, and y'all failed. This is no longer a process. Y'all failed. Okay, like if this were the end, this is the finale, and we wanted to see how far your character has grown. Like this is the test, right? Like has this character been listening all these years? And we look at your character's like, explosion, yeah, fuck it, I get it. Nah, man, we're just like, fuck, this is over. Y'all done, we done. That's all I got. I'm Chris Hespons. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, everybody.
Yo, boy.
Yeah. Keep it going for Chris, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, that was greedy of me. Thank you, David. I'm going back to grid view. I feel a little bit torn. I want to move this thing along, but Knock, I got to give you a chance to answer for all Asian people everywhere about the secret of Asian American history.
I think we just like to keep our culture to ourselves so that other people can't steal it.
See that? They don't be teaching them the dances, Kat. They don't teach them the dances.
No.
Teach them their dances, bro. That's what
everybody right now, who know an Asian dance?
No, you sure don't.
Anything I would say would be racist.
Niggas don't know nothing about that. You don't know no type wushu. Don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing. You barely know.
That's why China hated Bruce Lee so much, because he shared martial arts with the world.
Yeah, had y'all out there.
What
Yeah.
about in the last 10 years? A dance that was like popularized by someone from South Korea. Does that count?
But you ain't even saying the dance. You just saying countries and the word dance. That ain't a dance.
No, the Gangnam Style dude.
Sorry, Daryl. I thought you were gonna
I
also
feel like we're ready to move on to the next topic.
Don't fucking try to help me out.
Asian people did give us K-pop, and we are thankful. Thank you.
Thank you.
They gave us K-pop, I guess.
Yep, K-pop is the shit, bro.
Thank you, Knock. That was so much fun. Thank you. Y'all, please keep coming back to Sucks to Be Quarantined after we traumatize you. Our next comedian feels safe here, has been here, I believe, every week since we started doing this virtual show. Great to have her back. Y'all, please clap it up for the very funny Danny Rydell.
Yeah. Hey, Danny.
Still bored, still getting bored enough to watch some more Disney movies. And I'm at the point now where they're just not even entertaining anymore, because all I can do is wonder which Disney princess is going to have which PTSD symptoms when she's in her 30s and remembers all of this childhood trauma. They're all going to be alcoholics, inevitably. Like myself, consider myself an accomplished alcoholic. Has anyone seen these ads all over Facebook, Instagram for this product called Cheers? It's like a powder, a drink powder, or a pill that you take like the night you drink heavily, and then you supposedly feel fine the next day. Like, what kind of amateur baby shit is this? Can we not drink like fucking adults here? Like, as an accomplished alcoholic, so accomplished, in fact, I retired early, which is cool, staying sober, that like I get offended. Like, I see these ads and I experience like the rage of like a Klingon warrior. Like you will experience your hangovers with honor. Seriously. Like, in fact, I will teach you how to handle your hangover like an adult in a few easy steps right now. All you have to do is, before you start drinking too heavily for the morning, day, and or night, make yourself a breakfast martini for the next day and put it in the fridge so it will be ready for you. I recommend using the stainless steel martini glass to protect the beverage from both your cats and yourself. And for you lightweights out there, feel free to supplement with ibuprofen and Gatorade. That's all you got to do. Don't spend money on this product. Zoom has been cracking down apparently on people having virtual sex parties, which total violation of privacy. Also, the swinger community has suffered enough, like with quarantine and forced monogamy and whatnot. So Zoom being all puritanical, like, we do not need that. So at the risk of offending the like genital seeking Zoom software bots that are trying to control the sex parties, I'm instead going to talk about something very wholesome, which is my new crochet hobby. Just like to show everyone a little project that you too can do in quarantine in just about 4 hours.
Ooh,
it's just a small
Western.
amount of yarn, some corn bag stuffing, and cotton. And this should not offend the puritanical Zoom bots at all. So if any, I've never been sent a dick pic in my whole life. And that had been kind of hurting my feelings, actually. So I thought that maybe I should put this out there for custom orders, which would require everyone to send me a dick pic. Also buy my book. Thank you.
Y'all clap it up for Danny Rydell. Danny, I feel obligated to call you a white woman. That is the standard that Peggy set for me. But I ain't gonna do that to you, Danny. I ain't gonna be out here calling you white with your net pink dick. I ain't gonna do that. Your next comedian.
She had the beauty to give everybody advice about drinking and then call everybody a bitch at the same time. I appreciate that.
Elegance. Y'all ready for your next comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta come off mute and make noise. You're so
Yeah.
selfish, Gus Horn. Make some noise for the people before you, Gus Horn, with your selfish ass. I can't believe you sitting there on mute like this. Tara Hernan, bitch. You know I see you. And Shaylin, you know I'm coming for you. I don't believe y'all motherfuckers gonna be up in the Zoom room on the screen being dead ass bitches. I can't take you, Tara.
Sorry,
Thank
my
you.
boyfriend was making noise. My bad.
Thank you. Tell that nigga be quiet. You on the Zoom. Y'all ready for your next comedian?
Yeah.
All right, I believe you.
Got me so scared I'm sounding like Frank.
Thank you. I bet your next comic is excited to come to the spotlight. He's very funny and he looks a little cold. Y'all clap it up for the hilarious Asante Morris.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not very cold. I happened to make a revelation today. There's really no way for me to. I'm gonna just reveal it. So what I did was I shaved all my hair.
Oh my God! I want to bully you so bad.
I'm gonna put the headset on so you can concentrate on what I'm about to say. All right, but just take a screenshot or whatever, you know. All right. Okay. All right. So, Britney Spears shaving her head, that was some bullshit. That was not, she did not go crazy. That was a publicity stunt. I've never shaved my head before, but now I realize there's no fucking way. She was angry the whole time shaving her head. There's just no way you could do that. Just shaving your head for 30 minutes like this with a fucking anger face the whole time. There's no way you could do that. And you gotta get the back. So you gotta concentrate. You gotta like have a look of concentration and anger. I've never seen it. Have you seen it? I ain't seen that shit. And you gotta get somebody. You can't be yelling at people and then politely ask them to fucking help you up in the back. You can't get it back by yourself. You seen the pictures. She couldn't have done that shit. I tried to do it myself. The back of my head looked like a village in Yemen after an Obama drone strike. That shit was not. It don't look right. Side note, why is Obama talking shit right now? He's not even the president no more. Like he be talking shit about Trump. Like I don't know. I get he's talking shit about him. But why are we fucking with Obama still? Like why are we still impressed that this black man liked rap music? I know a lot of niggas that like rap music, and one of the other things they like is killing other niggas. So I don't understand why that's such a big thing for us. I don't get it. Sorry. All right, this is stupid. I was in Target and I just found out that there's a such thing as postpartum pants for his birth. And I guess that means that postpartum depression is the only kind of depression that's also pants. So that's something. I know this is an actual joke. Vagina strong. Oh, I just read that. Somebody said that. All right, so yeah. Why do y'all notice that every black dude that started business make his shit an acronym? Why do black people love acronyms so much? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like a nigga start a business and he's like, hey, check out my new shit. It's called pants, but it's not really pants. It's a deeper meaning. It's PANTS. What it stands for is pants and not t-shirts. And you be like, so you sell pants? You're like, nah, nigga, I sell t-shirts. I just for white people to buy my shit. I put all this money and time into designing my t-shirts just to see that shit tucked into some Wrangler jean shorts. I'm not about that. Got anything else? Oh, also, I wanted to note too that the virus, it's not real. So it's a conspiracy. It's not real.
I work
You
in
wanna
a
know
funeral
how I
home.
knew?
I tell you that's not true. It's not true.
Okay, well, who is more likely to be telling the truth? Me, the person who just shaved his head, or you, the person that took their lipstick off? Does that make sense? No, and that's how I know I'm right. much time do I have?
Around, man.
All right. Get me the fuck over here.
Also, did I take my lipstick off?
Yeah, I was feeling it.
I can't hear what's happening because the demon's got Asante's voice. Asante out here trashing Obama just when this stopped being a triggering space for Black men. You gonna get out here and trash Obama.
We are not a monolith.
Productive.
We are
I
not a
thank
monolith.
you. Thank
Some
you,
of
Black
us
men.
are toxic. That's the way that it works.
Was I toxic to Black people?
No, not you. I'm talking about him.
I said
It's all right,
triggering
Peggy.
space. See how your people trained you to make it about you? You see that? And I rebuke that, Peggy, because you know better. You know how to play on a team. You know what it is when somebody say space. That ain't code, bitch. I would have called you evil. Peggy, to the screen, I would have said it. Out here making this shit about you. I rebuke that spirit of crying right off you, Peggy. I rebuke it. Okay, your next comedian coming to the stage has survived Corona. Won't he do it? Y'all, he's very funny. Please clap it up for our friend Josh Hoffman.
Hey.
Thanks, Kat. Hello, I'm Josh Hoffman, chief anchor of the Box Turtle, and here are tonight's top stories. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have announced that we will be able to restart the economy once Donald Trump finishes building the coronavirus testing infrastructure Lego set. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy announced that residents of the Garden State need to prepare for, quote, a marathon, not a sprint, end quote. Because if there's one thing Americans like more than having their liberties curtailed, it is exercise. The SARS-CoV-2 virus, the novel coronavirus that causes COVID-19, would like to set the record straight that it has nothing personal against Black people and would be happy to infect and kill more white people if more of them had essential jobs, took public transit, were disbelieved by doctors, were disproportionately denied access to healthcare, and generally had more oppressive shit going on in their lives. Coming up after the break, why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what exactly is on the other side? More on this from our Muppet correspondent after the break. Hey there, coronavirus got you down? Do I have good news for you? I have fully recovered from COVID-19 and have the antibodies. For a low, low price of $499.99, I will send you a new special product I've made called snake oil. Yes, snake oil, whose main active ingredient is the skin flakes that I have scratched off of my dry ass hands. You are legally permitted of your own free will to eat snake oil directly from the jar. Inject snake oil into your lungs. Sprinkle snake oil on your cranberry walnut spinach salad, or snort snake oil directly up your nasopharyngeal cavity. Fight the SARS-CoV-2 virus ravaging your organs today with snake oil. Call 1-888-386-2277. That's 1-888-DUMBASS. That's not cure coronavirus. And we're back. The school district of Philadelphia has told students who lack internet access that they should do remote learning with Wi-Fi found in parking lots. For more on this, we go to Bill from our parking lot bureau. Come in, Bill. Thanks, Josh. I was unable to complete this report because I was distracted by the cacophonous apocalyptic hellscape that surrounds me every day. Thanks, Bill. And to cap our newscast for the night, we have some good news. In honor of Mother's Day, a man in Delaware County who came down with the coronavirus prevented his mother from being infected by staying in his room and jerking off. This heroic man, by relapsing into sex addiction, saved his entire family, including his diabetic mother, from being infected with the contagion of the century. We at the Box Turtle salute this compulsive masturbator for saving a life through anti-social distancing. And that's the news. Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Yeah, clap it up for Josh. That was awesome, Josh. Thank you. When we get into the post-pandemic, Josh, I'm gonna make you sneeze in my face. Give me some of that immunity. Your next comedian coming to the stage. I really didn't want to yell at her because I respect her from the pre-pandemic, but also look at her on screen. She looked like she know people. I didn't want to yell at her. The way she look on screen. Y'all clap it up for Shaylin Forshee.
Woo! Hi, everyone. I feel bad going after Josh because he's so prepared. But I did make this background, and I'm sorry about it. But thank you for having me at Fergie's. I've been learning Photoshop, and it's not going well. I have been quarantining with my family, and my stepsister has been fermenting things. She's been making like kombucha and kimchi. So somehow she's been appropriating Asian culture and also being the whitest person I know, which is great. I've also had to stare at my feet a lot during this because I haven't been wearing a lot of shoes. And it's a problem because my feet are ugly. And I'm not saying that, like, people talk about how they have ugly feet. Like, mine are actually ugly. Like, guys will be like, I have ugly feet. And if you can fix your ugly feet by taking a shower and clipping your toenails, like, you don't have ugly feet. Just, like, stop wearing flip-flops to the bar and you'll be fine. I have one of those second toes that's longer than my first toe. And then my feet are also fat, so it just doesn't go well for me. I was getting shoes fitted once, and I was like, I have a problem because I have fat feet. And the guy said, we don't say fat here, we say wide. And I was like, that's not better. Also, you can't tell me what I can call my own feet. Like, go away. I have been seeing, though, there's a lot more foot model inclusivity online now. I've been seeing people with the long second toe, mostly just Doc Martens on their website. So I think we're getting there. It's nice to see. One time, a bully in middle school told me that nobody would love me because my feet are ugly. And he was right. But it's not because of my feet, just my personality. I have realized, does anyone realize that Zoom makes you realize that your face is really not symmetrical? Like, I've just been sitting here like, does this make it better? I think it does. This isn't a joke. I was just looking at myself. All right, I've got a minute. Great. I had a guy, we were talking about dick pics. I had a guy send me 13 pics, but it was just of him making shrimp tacos. And I think that was better. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, clap it up for Shaylin, everybody. Woo. Your next comedian is a member of the crew. You may have seen him last week in the Facebook comments saying nigga under the sucks ID. Y'all, welcome. Welcome to the spotlight.
Video
Welcome to the spotlight. The woke nigga sayer, David Feinberg.
If my mom is watching this, I want to clarify like that. She said later tonight, maybe we'll watch that show of yours. I hope it's very wholesome. It's not been good. My God. Whew, man, I have had such a fucked up Mother's Day. My parents called me on Saturday and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna euthanize your dog tomorrow." It's just the worst Mother's Day I've ever had in my entire life. You guys know? Don't get sad. Don't get sad. Do you guys know there are no good rules for graveside for a dog funeral? Like, there's no good. There's no etiquette for dog funeral, because if you're hungry during a dog funeral, you can go eat a sandwich for the dog funeral. Do you know what I mean? You go back inside and have a sandwich. It's all right. What do you do for a dog funeral? I don't know. And as you can tell, I tried to turn sadness into comedy, and it's not a good coping mechanism. My God. Well, that's almost all I wanted to talk about this week.
David, did you cremate the dog?
You know what? You know what I did find today? Actually, we cremated the dog, and you know what happened? I found the bill on my dad's desk. You know how much it takes to burn a dog? How much money? Hundreds of dollars. Oh, Peggy, I suppose I'm sort of
Fuck that. Hundreds of dollars for a baby dog? Get out.
Y'all, look how much Peggy empathizes. Peggy, I love your empathy for a man accused of saying nigga. So the look at her crying.
I was going back to cremations, funerals.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. It was a joke.
How much
is a joke?
Peggy.
Yeah.
Peggy, you love niggas. You love niggas that say nigga and everybody know it, Peggy. Come on, you love niggas. But also, David didn't say it. David is not a nigga that said nigga. It was just funny to me.
Can I say something though as a member? Can I say something as a member of the Sucks team? I have never been more tempted to say the N-word in my life.
$5 if you say it right now. $5.
No.
$5.
Every member of my stand-up comedy team tries to get me to say the N-word every week.
Confess it.
Yeah, I've had black men inside me ask the same thing. You don't say it, you fucking asshole.
No way, baby.
So the team could potentially use the Sucks ID to say it because some of our members use it so much, and I have challenged them to free themselves, and they have done well. None of them is out here saying nigga, but your next comedian gave me the idea to accuse Feinberg of using the N-word. Are y'all ready for some more comedy?
And fucking
I don't believe y'all niggas back on mute. I don't believe this bullshit. Lalu, you know how the buttons work by now. You doing better, Gus Horn, Manny Brown.
Bring on the attention. I'm gonna masturbate so good tonight.
Rachel know how it works.
Love the racial tension.
Peggy, you better not get in that bath. You better clap for this next comedian before you go in that tub.
Going back to the bath, baby.
Peggy, if you don't Zoom this suicide, I'm gonna be mad at you, Peggy. I will take all the motherfucking clicks. You think I will take those clicks? Your next comedian does not need Peggy's suicide to be funny. Are y'all ready for some more comedy? Please welcome to the spotlight a dear friend of the room, Jared Little.
Woo! Hello. I ain't trying to have the government listen to these thoughts, all right? Because these are going to be radical. But no, I'm from York, PA, which York people know York because for like basically like tasty cakes and race riots. Those are the two main, attractions of York, PA. But York, PA today, bro, they have this like round the clock diner that they defied the orders of the governor, and they opened for Mother's Day. They had people in masks eating omelets. I don't know. It just makes me annoyed, but because I wanted an omelet today from a diner. Okay, listen, I'm a fucking whack job. I'm gonna let y'all know that. First and foremost about me, 5G. That's why I got this on. I don't trust it. It made me have diarrhea and really bad diarrhea. I was like walking by 5G tower and I was like, oh shit, I got the BGs, the bubble guts, and it hit me. And I started like jogging. I was like, I gotta fucking get home. And then the 5G rays were just fucking pulsating through me, vibrating my molecules, you know what I mean? And shit, I'm running home and the BGs are getting me. I'm turtle heading it. And I get right up the stairs. I kick open the door. I don't even like put my keys in the door. I like kick on my door like there's a fire in the house, you know what I mean? And I run up the stairs and I make it just in time. But then I got home and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking make this little like tinfoil cap. And I looked up online and it's actually pretty easy to make. I thought it was gonna be harder. You just like basically shape it around your head, actually made it too small. But anyways, now I don't get diarrhea around 5G towers, which is like why this is like useful. And if anybody wants any like tinfoil hats made, I can like make them for you. Just hit me up. I'll send them out. I'll mail them. Well, actually, I won't mail them. I have a homing pigeon that I trained. I met him. I trained him like right before quarantine because I didn't know this was going to be useful. And so, you know, this homing pigeon will drop one of these masks like right at your doorstep, and it's Rona free. I'm doing it in a lab. I'm in a hazmat suit that's also made of tinfoil that I made, and yeah, it's pretty fucking dope. That's how I've been spending my time, everyone. But you know what? None of that's true. I'm actually very normal, and I had a croissant today for breakfast. So have a great night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was on mute. Clap it up for Jared Little.
Yeah.
And bless your bubble guts. Your next comedian has a disrespectful ass boyfriend in the background, but we love her anyway. Welcome to the spotlight, the very funny Tara Hernan.
Guys, I want to tell you guys a story about something that that happened to me on Thursday. So I was watching Rachel's Zoom show, and I stepped outside real quick to smoke a cigarette, and I see my neighbor across the street talking to these two dudes, and I wasn't trying to pay attention, but I heard her say like, "This block is really noisy," and I was like, "No, it's not." Like as I'm eavesdropping, you know. And I finished my cigarette. I was like, just trying to go back inside. And the dudes came up to me and I was like, great, this is probably some like door-to-door shit or something. But no, they were actually two detectives that were investigating an armed robbery that happened 2 doors down from my across the street neighbor they were talking to. It happened at like 6:30 that day. And my response was like super shady. I was just like, huh. 6:30. I don't think I was here. Like, I don't fucking know why I reacted that way. Like, I didn't fucking do it, you know? But so whatever, the conversation was done. I went back inside. I finished watching the show. So it was like another hour. And I go back out front after the show's over to smoke another cigarette. And I see my across the street neighbor. I see that their front door is wide open. And there is a live animal hanging from their screen door. So I was like, nope, they're fucking getting murdered. So I went back inside my house. I told my roommates what happened. I was like, I'm fucking leaving. I'm getting the fuck out of here. My boyfriend grabbed an axe. I packed a bag. It only had 3 White Claws and a bottle of whiskey in it, but I was ready to go. I was like, I'm fucking leaving. Then I hear people talking out front. So I look out the window and I see my neighbor just like hanging out her window, just like talking to people walking by. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you should be dead. So I go across the street and she's like, yup, it's a possum. And I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking possum. What the fuck is going on, you know? But apparently the possum, it just climbed up her screen door and it got scared. So it was just hanging there with its little paws. So she threw a rope over so it could use the rope to climb down. And I'm across the street thinking this live possum is literally like hanging from her front door. So I go back in, I tell my roommates, they think I'm fucking paranoid. But what the fuck would you think if you saw your neighbor talking to the cops, telling them everything they knew about an armed robbery that happened 2 doors down, and then an hour later you see a fucking live possum hanging from their front door, right? You would think they were being murdered. I don't know. I just think it's funny that I witnessed both things. Like I saw her talking to the cops and I saw the possum. I don't know. I think the moral of the story here is smoking saves lives. Specifically mine and my roommates. I didn't do anything to help my neighbors. So, all right, that's my time.
Y'all make some noise for Tara. Make some noise.
So that's my favorite plug for a show ever. I'll take it.
You're welcome.
Witnessed a possible murder during your show, kept watching it.
Hell yeah. Y'all want to know something? Brian heard me yelling at y'all and then he brought me some snacks. You might have seen him.
You're not yourself when you're
That's
hungry.
why you should donate to the freaking GoFundMe for Fergie's. Tiny URL, GoFund Fergie's. Let's get Brian some more snacks in his snack fund.
Y'all might have seen him in the background with cheese. Okay. So your next comedian coming to the stage is another dear friend of the room. We love him a lot, but we talk to him like we resent the fact that his daddy's name is on his birth certificate. Please welcome to the stage, so to speak. Y'all ain't welcoming nobody. Let me go to Grizzly.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, y'all. Manny, does that feel like adequate love?
That was good.
Does it feel like what your parents gave you? Let me look at you up close, see if I believe you. You did that? Oh yeah.
I'm showing my teeth. I know.
I know you got a lion ass mustache, Manny. I'll tell you what.
Oh my God.
Y'all, welcome to the spotlight, the very funny Manny Brown.
I thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. I do have a mustache. My bit was just to have the mustache for 3 minutes and stare at the screen and see if I can crush that way. It's weird having a mustache. It's because I feel like every time I look at myself in the mirror, like I feel like I need to have a talk with myself, but like as a dad, like every time I look in the mirror, I feel like I got to take out the trash or something. It's just like it's an interesting vibe to have, but it's not Father's Day. There's no need to talk about that. We can talk about Mother's Day. I had a joke that was really hacky where I was going to be like, if there are any mothers out there, you need to get your priorities straight. Why the fuck are you on this right now? But David Feinberg's mother is on here, and I would like to say hello to her. I don't know if I'm going to use the N-word as much because of that information, to be honest. I want her to respect me. She's probably a very nice Jewish woman, respectable. Sorry for your loss, for your dog, and sorry that your child is comedy. It is Mother's Day though, and everybody's putting I have the best mom in the world, blah blah blah, and I love my mom and stuff, but I mean, is she the best mom in the world? Like I mean in the world, that's the entire world. Your mother is the best mother, and you've only had one, so how the fuck can you even say something like that? Like that's, to me, a little presumptuous. That's like saying, I live in the best house in the world, but you've never left your fucking house. Like, do you even know? I don't know. I think that's weird. I mean, I think my mom would even agree she's probably not the best. Why would I be doing comedy? I don't think any of us have the best mothers in the world if we're doing comedy right now, and that's just, it's real. But I think it's interesting because people are like posting pictures of their moms like 30 years ago, and like is like a trend where like you post like a really good looking picture of your mom. And I would fuck like half of my friends' moms like 30 years ago. And I think with the mustache and everything, I would clean up. I would just run through them all. The other half, moms are pretty ugly. So I don't know. It's weird. Moms either look like Beyonce or Jay-Z. There's really not a lot of in between there. I don't know what's going on with that. I guess do I have some time to talk about white people? There's never enough time to talk about white people, to be honest. White people are, you guys have had 400 and however many years and just talking, but it's crazy. You guys don't talk when a black person gets shot and killed. Though. It's like all of a sudden you just stop talking. Like it's just wild, just all this silence. And you know what I think it is? I get it, white people. Like I wouldn't say anything because I wouldn't want to say the wrong thing and then be dragged on Black Twitter. I would shut the fuck up as well. So that's my time. Thanks, guys. I'm Manny Brown.
Yeah, y'all clap it up for Manny. Manny, why'd you go on mute so fast? You running, Manny, you running, nigga. I could tell you have balanced parents. I could tell, Manny. Look at you falling back so readily. Nigga, I'm gonna call you nigga for every time you didn't say nigga in your set, nigga. Out here speaking.
It felt like a nigga deficit. Nigga. I know. There's a nigga deficit in the set. I didn't say it enough. David's mom was watching. I was gonna say it a lot more.
Nigga, we owe the show like 43 niggas. You know these white folks out here listening for us to say nigga. You out here falling short of the bar. The next nigga coming to the stage is the one that we let call, the one that we let talk to the cops. Y'all clap it up for John Lalu.
What? Why do I have to talk to the cops? That's too much pressure.
You know why?
Cause you the safest, nigga.
I started smoking again, so that's not good. I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool. I'll get everyone arrested.
That's one of the best possible outcomes.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, I wrote like a really a really corny ass joke. Yeah, I wrote some shit down. I was at like the supermarket and I noticed how all like the leafy greens were in stock. And the one guy like came up and talked to me about it. I don't know why, like the supermarket stock guy was just like really talkative, but he was just like, yeah, we got all the leafy greens, everything, all the lettuce is in, all that shit's good to go. And I just looked at him and I was like, yeah, man, let us rejoice. And like he just stared at me and I was like, all right, man, my bad. But yeah, that was it's my corny joke of the whole week. That's what keeps me alive, honestly. I just come up with that every week. I've been working out too. I'm sure everyone's working out. You've been doing this workout where like you just eat an entire package of Oreos. That's like my favorite thing to do. I do like not like in one sitting too. I'll do like 4 reps of like 15. You know, like I'll eat a portion, 30 seconds rest time. I got like an Instagram. You can follow it if you just want to like check out my my routine. It's a weekly thing. So you got to sign up. It's like $30 a month. So you just got to do that. But also it's crazy. I was looking in the news to like see I want to like come up and talk about something other than this whole like, you know, the obvious coronavirus stuff in the news. But I like saw a lot of like headlines of like people dying in like skiing and like surfing accidents. And I don't know why like I thought that was so ridiculous and like funny because it's like I would personally be so pissed off if I died during this whole thing, not from coronavirus. Does that make sense? Like I would, you know what I mean? Like especially like if I was like longboarding or like electric longboarding down the street and I died like tomorrow, I'd be so pissed off. That would be, or you know what I mean? Like skydiving. Like, you know, can you skydive now? Can you, does anybody know? I'll find out. I'll go skydiving.
John Lalu, y'all.
That's my time.
Skydiving. That's why you talk to the cops, because you skydive, nigga. That's why.
I'll never go. I'll never do that.
Our next comedian looks like he smells like oils, but his neighbors are still afraid of him. Please welcome to the spotlight with your clapping and your laughter, the very funny Arcely.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you, Kat. Thank you. It's funny because I think my neighbors are afraid of me, and I live in I'm in South Philly in Point Breeze, and it's like it's real gentrified. So there's like I got white people to the left of me, white people to the right of me, and there's still a lot of like black folk who originally lived in the area who live around. And I feel like my neighbors, they look at me like they think I'm a local, but I'm like, dog, I'm gentrifying just like you are. Shout out to Daryl. Shout out to Daryl.
DarylCharles.bandcamp.com.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Shout out. But yeah, I just wanted to take my couple minutes to like shout out all the mothers, all the mamas, and everybody who's like played a mom, or substituted as a mother. Because I know in my life, without the women and mama, especially my mother, I wouldn't be anything. And my mom is like the sweetest, kindest, just most caring, God-fearing Haitian woman that I know now. She was not that before. I feel like my mom actually, like, I feel like one day my mom went to church in the morning and then came back in the afternoon and suddenly forgot that she used to whoop our asses. Like, it came up in a conversation because me and my sister were like just reminiscing about how we used to get fucked up by my mom. And my mom was like, "Oh no, baby, I would never do this to my children. I love my children." And we're like, "Whoa, how the fuck did you forget?" Like, my mom used to legit line us up in order from oldest to youngest, because my brother would get it the worst because he was the oldest and the most, like, he was supposed to influence all of us, right? So he was a tough guy, and he would take his beatings like Denzel and Glory, just no stone face. If you saw any tears in his eyes, it would only be like if he's trying to make you feel guilty because you did the shit that got us all in trouble. So like he would have like maybe one little tear come down his eye. But aside from that, like my mom used to fuck us up, and then my sister would be the dramatic one, the melodramatic one, and she would like start screaming like, "Please don't hurt my brother and leave my brother alone." And so like I tried to mentally prepare for myself, like as I was getting like anticipating getting my ass whoopings. And so I would like, step up, and I was like, I'm trying to be like my brother. My brother's older than me, like he's my idol. So like I finally would get up to my mom, and then like I would mentally be Denzel, and then like I'll be like, "Fuck it, no, I'm sorry, like please, mommy, please," like just like my sister. And like I don't know if anybody's actually familiar with how Haitian parents parent. If you are, there's like a staple. If you don't know how fucked up Haitian parenting can be sometimes, it's a staple in Haitian culture for a disciplinary practice for you to have to sit or to kneel on bags of rice for however long your mother wants you to kneel on that bag of rice. A hard ass bag of rice. That shit is not easy. So I mean, all this shit is like probably illegal now, so I ain't getting my mom in trouble. But I mean, my mom pretty much would always just say like, forgive and forget, and we'd be like, "What are you talking about? Like, what do you can't just like forgive and forget, like whooping our asses like that." But she was like, "Well, if Jesus Christ forgive me, I can forget it." Okay, and that was pretty much it. That's my time, y'all.
Y'all clap it up for Marcelly. Marcelly out here dining his mama out on Mother's Day. This is ridiculous.
Bring the truth to light. This is the day for that.
That you would give the public all this evidence on your mama on Mother's
I got hit
Day.
with a pot before. You goddamn right. You better say it. You say it out loud.
Hey, Mama, I love you.
Shame the devil.
Y'all ready for some more comedy? I believe you. I believe you. Your next comedian has been yelled at all night. It looks from the list like you adopted your colonizer name during the pandemic. Is that true? Are you going by 3 names now?
No.
No? So just the 2 names?
That's my Facebook name, yeah, but just Gus Horn is fine.
I mean, because it would be fun to say Pereira. I want to show the people I'm from the
okay.
South Bronx and say Pereira.
So you're one of 3 people I've ever met in the U.S. that can say that. So if you want to,
yeah. Okay, y'all. Did y'all notice that I can say Pereira? Oh wait, no. Hold
South
on.
Bronx. The South Bronx.
South Bronx.
The South.
Y'all ready? Pereira. Who said it the white way? Who re-arted it? Who did that?
Pereira.
That is disrespectful. All right, y'all. Please welcome to the spotlight the very funny. So happy to have you on for your first time. The very funny Gus Horn Pereira.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here. I'm going to try to keep it short because I got to be up in about 5 hours, but it's fine. My job is not essential. I manage nuclear waste for a living, so that's no big deal. At the beginning of the quarantine, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I thought it was going to be pretty quick in and out, but then I realized it was going to be bad on the first day that they told us to stay at home. And some lady outside my window, I quote what she said. She said, "I don't give no fucks. I'm going to Taco Bell." That was a sign that I got that it was going to be a long quarantine. I'm looking forward to the end of quarantine, though. I'm trying to think of the first thing I want to do after quarantine. And I think I found I want to do something adventurous. I want to do something I've never done before. So I think I'm going to go try to swim with great whites. Larry Bird and Hanks. Okay, this is the first online bomb. That's great. For the first 6 weeks of quarantine, I was in Camden, New Jersey, and whenever I went to a grocery shop in Camden, there were no fresh vegetables and no fresh fruit, so it was nice to have something be normal. I thought I actually had a COVID-19 last summer. There was like 5 days that I couldn't taste anything. I couldn't taste or smell anything. And but then I realized I was just in England eating British food for a week. That's probably it. Let's see. I got a Google Maps summary for April the other day, and it said that I visited 3 rooms and I moved 0.4 miles. So productive month. I think that's what I wanted to try. Appreciate you guys having me. Thank you.
Gus Cornfedera, everybody.
Yeah.
Gus, I heard you say that was your first online bomb. Is that your first online set?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say, nigga, that's probably not your first bomb. Okay, yay!
Yeah.
Y'all ready for your last comedian of the night?
Yeah.
I believe you. Yay. We love him. He contributed to the Sucks at Fergie's Fund on his own motherfucking birthday, y'all. That is exemplary whiteness. Please welcome to the spotlight our friend, Sam Bansner.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm pretty sure I'm the white gentrifier in Point Breeze Marcelly was talking about, but I moved in when I was poor just to show all the middle class whites it was a safe neighborhood. But like I want to thank my mom, who's gonna watch this at some point tomorrow. I love my mom. Give it up for the moms who just like listen to all your like bullshit when you're a kid, like you're just unbelievable dumb like ideas that they just like support it no matter how ridiculous or how far-fetched. You know, like I think the most ridiculous thing I believed when I was a kid was I thought the Easter Bunny lived on Easter Island. Like I remember like playing with a globe because it was before internet or before I had internet, and I found Easter Island and I was just like, well, the Easter Bunny must live there. I mean, I can find the North Pole and that's where Santa lives, so of course the Easter Bunny lives on Easter Island. Like I was like braggadocious about it. Like I was like, this is fact. That rabbit lives on this island. Done deal. And so when I like found it, I was clearly mistaken. I was devastated. And when I found this out, I was on a field trip. I was on a field trip to a place called Indian Echo Caverns, which is in Doesn't Matter, Pennsylvania. And it was like elementary school field trip, you know. We were going through, seeing all the stalagmites and the stalactites and all the rocks. And midway through the tour, the tour guide goes, oh, it's like, does anyone know where the Easter Bunny lives? And I raised my hand and proclaimed, Easter Island. And I don't remember what the tour guide said, but I can only assume they talked to me like how adults talk to kids when they think they're being an idiot. But they were like, no. He lives right here. And I don't remember if it was a stalagmite, it was a rock. It didn't even look like a rabbit. Like it looked like all the other rocks in that cave. And I'm just, you know, I'm standing there, you know, just kind of questioning everything. It's just like, a cave is not the best part to have like your first existential crisis, you know, like I'm just like, what's real? What's a myth? Like, is Easter Bunny real? Santa Claus real? Is happiness real? You know, but all in all, not my favorite field trip. That's my time. Thank you for having me as always. Give it to Kat for running all these Zoom shows. Give it up for Fergie's. You know, I love you. You guys are great. Woo! Thank you.
Yeah. Sam started the love, so thank you for reminding me of that. That was Sam Bansner, y'all. And Sam, I gotta tell you, you know, I love you, Sam, but I don't appreciate you getting out here referring to the Easter Bunny as a fat rabbit. I find that quite disrespectful. I find that disrespectful. Sam, that is the resurrection rabbit, and everybody know it, Sam. That's the resurrection rabbit. You put some respect on that rabbit, Sam, on this goddamn show on Mother's Day. Y'all, wasn't that fun? That was an amazing second half. All of you were part of it. Before, I want to turn it over to the person who has had the reins, the person that we call the Zoom master now on our team. But before I do that, I need to let you know that this is what it is. I mean, this team, y'all, the time notices that you've been getting, the communications that you've been getting throughout the day, audience, a lot of the engagement that you've been experiencing, all of that is made possible by a team. And a lot of us have had to fall back until people felt like being mean to us. So I just want to give shouts to the nigga Saya Feinberg, the producer SB, and the kidnapping victim Liam Parrish. So Liam, you are such a survivor of captivity. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a great night. Appreciate everybody that's stick around. Gonna highlight SB over here for hopping on with 1 day's notice, I think, and you know, we appreciate it. So thank you so much for bringing the time in, and thank you to everybody that was on. My surrogate mother, Peggy O'Leary, who I am ashamed of now. But you've all been so great, and a great night, and proud of the thing we've made, and fuck the trolls. We're gonna keep pushing on.
Fuck
Honestly,
trolls.
it's
Go on,
great.
Liam.
I was saying it in the private chat. The troll, unfortunately, really made this feel like the live room. So all the people have come together. So thank you so much to everybody who was part of this, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.